fought. That started with fighting mimics. We fought more mimics. We finally rescued our guys. We had a short conversation with a mimic where we learned that Wraith was the very person who raided that caravan and who captured our men, and she is holding Valdir's Talon, which is, as Irk found out a while back, an extremely potent magical item, one of the resident focuses of the world. Which was personally backed up by how fucking scary it was by all eyewitnesses involved. Also, we slaughtered all of the mimics to the last.
Good.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you know.
As far as
there were still some houses left. Trees, rocks.
Got a new mimic
So really,
concept.
who knows?
A ladder mimic. Door mimic.
House mimic.
Ladder mimic is particularly horrifying.
I like that.
Oh god, no.
Mimic idea.
You got a lot of different ways you could do it, too. You could have it just be a normal ladder that leads into a mouth when you get to the top. Like, the ladder up at the top is sticky and you can't let go.
Or the ladder is a tongue and it just draws you towards the mouth.
Right. You got lots of ways you could make a horrible new creature.
I just
All
keep that
right,
one in
never
the,
go up
the
ladders
notes.
again in the campaign.
Cool.
A misty
Good to
step
know.
up the ladder.
Oh no! You see a
Oh.
ladder. I miss you, step.
We also we headed back to our home to keep no name. Anna dispatched a great many people on a mission of humanitarian mission to help rebuild Shademore.
Yeah.
And then we headed up here. We met with this woman who told us about Burkott's situation that was currently being ruled over by some giants and had been for a long time, and she wants us to help us put that to a stop. We were crossing a bridge. Now there's big lava bugs.
That's pretty much the long and short of it. So, only missing one initiative. Cody, if you want to do that. And then we will jump right into the year anniversary, as it turns out.
Fuck yeah.
Who knew?
Oh, Jesus. Here we
We
go,
going.
boys.
Also, as a side note, look at this. That's a good lizard. I like
is
that
an
lizard.
excellent lizard.
We like these type of lizards around here.
What we do?
Hey, yo, Cody, you
Cody
go
dead?
roll initiative?
Cody? You dead, man?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Enjoy your lasagna then. Eat the lasagna.
You know how it is with lasagna.
I suppose I do. Oh, okay then. Then in that case,
The
I think
lowest I've ever rolled for
I
initiative.
was gonna say that is yeah, because normally you're like the first.
I don't even have like a super high initiative. It's just
Yeah, you're just plus
lucky.
3. You just get really. Well, in that case, the first to act is the large, flaming bug that burst out of the snowdrift in front of Varg and Jean. Varg, it lunges down towards you, its jaws dripping with flames. And that is a 27 to hit.
That misses.
Holy
You know?
oh
Fuck.
no!
No, that's not gonna hit. Nope.
Okay.
But theoretically, what would the damage be?
on.
Theoretically, the
Wait,
damage
hold
would
on.
be.
Since he hasn't said it hits yet, I can use my disgraceful whispers or whatever it's called.
What?
It's a bard feature. I can give me a second. Let me go to my reactions on Roll20. Cutting words. As a reaction when a creature that's not immune to being charmed, I can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. I can expend one use of bardic inspiration, roll the die, and subtract the number from the creature's roll. So it's a 27. I roll Yes. a d10. Let's see what happens.
That hits.
21.
21.
Yeah, that'll still hit.
21
What? What's your AC?
20.
For you, Trevor?
Okay.
21.
20.
Oh, okay. There was still a chance.
Yeah.
So that will be 43 piercing damage
Ow!
and 8 fire damage, and you are caught in its jaws. On the bright side,
I absorbed the fire damage.
yep, that's entirely reasonable. On the bright side, it's now your turn. It only has 1 attack.
I hope so. Okay, so I took 44. Oh, wait. You know what would be really funny?
Mhm.
Since this bastard wants to swallow me.
Yeah.
I'm inside of it currently, right?
No, you're just. It's got its jaws like wrapped around you. It's not actually trying to swallow you just yet.
I want to turn into a giant dire bear.
Was that the huge one?
Yep.
Okay.
I was really
Can
afraid.
I do
I'd
any
be-
damage since I'm in its mouth currently? I feel like that hurt.
No, it kind of. It's these things have got big mouths, so it's your arm that it's latched onto swells, begin coming into this bear arm, and its jaw kind of forces open. It kind of clicks a little bit. It doesn't do any damage, but you get the sense it's not going to be able to eat you.
Okay. Well, I was going to wait to get swallowed for that, but that hurt a lot.
Yeah, its mouth isn't that big.
I'm glad you're exercising your right out here, Varg.
I don't have an action. I'm very scared. So that will be my turn.
Okay, Irk, over the whipping winds coming down through the valley, you catch sight of Varg being chomped on. You hear him let out some kind of sound of pain, and then he just bursts into this bear form. It's now your turn.
Oh, hell.
Do you have 4th level slots?
No.
Fuck.
Okay, well, first, Minari's gonna climb out of the... I guess it's not first, but it would happen at the end of my turn anyway. Minari climbs out of the bag of holding.
God. What the bag doing?
And then, gonna go here. I'm gonna hit it. Get pack tactics advantage.
Yes.
24?
Hit.
7. Low damage.
7.
We're
bludgeoning.
We're doomed, boys.
This is that.
This is actually it.
No, we're fine. Another attack.
That'll hit.
Oh,
God!
fuck! Did even more damage that time.
There you go. See, that's, rolling 1s and 2s. That's how you do it.
I should have absolutely hasted you, and I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sure I wouldn't have done 15 damage in an extra swing.
I feel dumb.
Yeah.
I feel very dumb, especially since Anna comes after me in initiative.
Yep. Here we go, boys.
Speaking of, if that is everything,
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
Anna.
Okay. Well, even if I'm not getting a 3rd attack, I'm definitely not going to waste my bonus action on trying to cast a flaming cantrip against a bug that breathes fire. So instead, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
It's been a while since we've seen that.
It has been a while, and it's going to go behind the dude. I guess it would technically be an advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make another roll for it, and see if it crits. No. So,
It does not.
okay. And now I get to roll at advantage, and isn't that lovely?
Yes, it is.
I gotta not roll Green Flame Blade. I've gotten so used to rolling that.
That hit.
Okay. So I'm so glad it hits because I know
I-
him. Yeah, here
fine.
it goes.
No,
boys.
Eric, you took 14 and 11 fire damage.
I'm sorry?
Ouch. As you hit it, just huge gobs of this flaming blood drip from his wounds and splash across you. That was some nasty rolls.
14 and 11, huh? Did the spiritual weapon hit? Just
The spiritual weapon did, yes, but
Okay.
obviously yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just wondering.
You take 6 fire damage from the first attack.
Oh, good. Sweet. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Jesus, that's 25 damage. That's a lot of my health.
Shit, guys. I have never actually been afraid of a combat we've been in, but this is pretty rough looking already. And we've got all of our fucking resources. Here's a smite on that. Oh my god! That's a 3rd level smite and it does 12 damage! You kidding me? Here we go!
We are getting caught lacking.
Fuck! We're done
You were
for.
in the mood for it today.
You're-
Yo.
Your yelps. This is why I need a gun!
You have one.
No, I don't.
You have the pistols.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a
That'll
good,
be-
that's a great point.
8 fire damage from that one, and he
Oh.
takes 13.
Oh boy. Here's another smite. I could really do with some nicer damage rolls. Oh, that's my turn. We're in trouble.
Okay. Olia in the middle of the bridge kind of glances back and forth between the 2 fights. Which way is she gonna go? Well, Eric is currently screaming in pain, so.
No, silent giant bear.
10,
I've also done more damage to this thing than Barg and Eugene have. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. She can't really. It's difficult with the wind and snow whipping through the valley. It's hard to sort of see and hear exactly what's going on. So she goes towards the sound of most pain, which is over this side. So she kind of half stumbles, half picks her way across the bridge, hefting this huge great axe, and lunges towards the thing.
That makes this decision easy.
Hits it twice, so she takes quite a bit of damage, but that's fine. She's going to be in a rage, so that will be nope. Oh yes, no. Maths. Oh god. There we go. I can do maths. Then she's going to 7. Okay. So she takes 2 huge chunks out of it. Manages to chop off a couple of the limbs slashing towards you. And then we're to Jean.
Give me 1 second. I need to do a quick little animal search.
Animal search?
What?
Oh, are you gonna polymorph?
Looking for dangerous animals. I'm looking for harmless ones. Alright. You know what?
To a rabbit and scurry away.
I am going to cast polymorph on the one closest to us,
Right?
turning him into a harmless little snow bunny.
Okay. You just.
So DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. It is. Yep, any creature. So, where's my dice? That is a 4. So you watch as this thing just shrinks, lands in the snow with a soft thud.
We, yeah. And then Eugene is gonna turn his attention towards the other one and give Irka a bardic inspiration.
And is that everything?
Yes, yes, yeah. I'm not quite. You know what? I'll get out of the way of the bridge. Since since that's a small bunny now.
Yeah. There is also no way in hell Varg would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's partly fitting, and it already strained under your weight as just people. If he attempted to climb over this bridge as his bear, you can be pretty sure it would collapse in quite short order.
Well,
Mark's
strength score isn't 45, so he can't even jump it.
As long as
The other one, having been hit by 3 different creatures, is going to attack. Anna.
Oh boy. Here we go.
14.
To hit?
No
No dice.
That was a bad time for it to roll that. That one's that done. The rabbit. Are there even stats for a rabbit? What can he do?
oh,
Do you get to make repeated saves against polymorph or no? I don't think you do.
I don't think you do. Transformation lasts for the duration does not hits.
Fortunately, we can't do much damage to it, but this is a good disabling measure.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to turn it into like a slug or something, because it's like, yeah, it's gonna take damage in the cold or some shit.
No, it does. It's literally what the. Wow, that is ridiculous. You can't.
Well,
well, it's gonna be a Remoraz again in an hour.
In an hour, though. Like, I'm thinking we take care of that one, and then if this one is still in our sight, we capture it and like gang up on it. But
Yeah, I just mainly can't do anything anymore.
I feel you, but it was one or the other, and they have more people over there.
Just trying to think whether you
And there's a big chance with like 40 points of damage, you might not have made the concentration save.
Okay, we're gonna go with
and been
that.
able to keep up.
Gene the rabbit is going to attempt to bite your ankles. That's it. It's 21 to hit. You take 1 piercing damage.
From hell's heart, I implied at thee.
This is an important concentration save.
Oh my god!
I am not letting that hit. I'm using my cutting words. I'm trying to.
Okay,
but
okay.
it did not let that hit. I have a 16 AC. Is it 21 to hit? You said.
Yes.
No.
Oh my
No.
god!
All right, let's see how this concentration save goes with these rolls. Okay.
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 Oh god, that would have been hilarious. I have to admit.
ow, fuck.
So it stays.
Oh shit.
Varg.
Well, I can't do anything, so I guess I'm just gonna sit here.
You have
cross
three
your
fourth
arms
level
and just sit
spells.
there.
You have 3 4th level spells, buddy.
I'm polymorph, Cody. I'm not going to drop it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna waste another turn for me.
Yerk.
Okay, so... Well, this isn't gonna work. And Irk puts her hammer away. And then I'll move back, and yes, I will provoke an attack of opportunity.
24.
I'm gonna shield in response.
Seems the wisest thing to do.
I nearly watched this thing drop Varg. Well, not quite. 40 damage. Varg's got, what, 88 health?
It did over half my health in one hit.
We
Yeah,
watched Varg, like, get half to schwack with that shit.
And then gonna flick the switch on her pack, and Anna, you get hit with haste.
Yeah!
My last second level spell slot. And then Yurka's going to climb atop Minari and like kick her heels, and the jets on Minari's back, like on Minari's back feet, fire, and Yurk flies 40 feet into the air.
Okay.
And while they are up there, they're going to shoot at the rest of Remoraz with a crossbow.
Alright.
Twenty-two.
Well hit.
7 piercing.
7. Anything else?
That's it.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm hasted. Delightful. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna twin Shield of Faith. And I'm going to hit Irk with one, and me with one.
What's the range on it?
Uh,
Probably 60.
I think it's 60 feet. Let me check. Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And after that, I'm gonna hit this thing 3 times. Oh, and a spiritual. Oh wait, no, I can't. It's a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. So it's just gonna be 3 hits from me.
Oh, yes.
There's
Yep,
my first
That'll
one.
be 11 fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna put that 11 fire damage on myself. I'm gonna roll some smite damage. Jesus, that's better, I guess, than rolling 12 on a 3rd level smite.
Nearly as much damage.
I know.
Wow.
Jesus. We're dying here, guys. I can't stop rolling 7s. Come
Triple
on.
7. Come on, let's go.
Come on. There's another smite.
Hey, that's a
Another
good roll.
7 fire damage.
Hey, triple 7s!
Please don't let this be another 7.
Okay, okay, we'll take those.
Well, there's 7 fire damage.
There's another smite from me. This is the saddest I've ever been. Oh, fuck. That's my turn.
Okay. Only I managed to do it once. That's rather annoying. So she's going to take and do some damage. Too bad this thing is looking pretty rough at this point, then. So, you know, you got that going for you. Gene.
Okay. So, since it's a tiny creature, would picking it up like have to be an action? This rabbit.
Yes, because it is. It would be a grapple basically, because it's going to try and get away. It almost certainly won't, but it's going to try.
Right. But okay, so my thing is, if I grapple it, technically with D&D rules, it'll still like try to. It can still try to like get me, but since it's a rabbit, like I could grab it in a way that it can't do that, right?
I mean, have you ever tried to grab a rabbit?
They're
Rabbits
slippery
mess you
little
up,
bastards.
man.
They really can. They got some fucked up back claws. They can also
Yeah.
be like this one.
God, that's
I-
so funny.
Turned it into a harmless snow bunny. Okay, it's got.
It still has the
paws.
personality of a Remoraz.
It's still the same entity.
Right, right. But
If
that's,
anything, it's even more angry.
but I could grab it by like its scruff, right, and just like
It's
it
still
can't.
gonna like, thrash around and attempt to bite you. I'll give it disadvantage, but it's still gonna try.
Okay, okay, okay. Hear me out. Since I think this thing is gonna like come after me,
Yeah.
could I throw it as a bonus action?
You gonna throw the rabbit off the mountain?
If it
No, I'm
takes
gonna
damage,
throw
And
it.
it takes 1 damage. It's
I'm
up.
gonna throw it over me. I mean, over Varg, so that way it can't really like come after me anymore. And if it turns into a Remoraz, then Varg has something to do, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna try and throw it over here.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I would like to do, but I am open to consideration because, like, Eugene's other thing that he would do, even though, like, I know it wouldn't work, Eugene has never fought these creatures before. He would try to, like, fireball the one they're fighting.
you can see them like dripping fire from their mouth, man.
Yeah, and he would assume that they're probably, like, resistant or something, but not fully immune.
So, you throw the rabbit against the wall. You have netted very little, disabling the creature only for a single round. Because if it takes 1 damage, it's back to being a Remoraz, and then.
Yeah.
So why don't you use Vicious Mockery?
I can do that too. How many? These things are only hitting you, like, once so far?
Yeah, the disadvantage is heavy.
Let's hit him with the. Give me a wisdom save, Sean.
13.
It's not enough. You know, the damage isn't what matters on these cantrips. He has disadvantage on his next attack roll. And then I'll healing word. Who? Who's looking worse, Anna or
Anna.
I have 62 health, bro.
Oh, I have 54, but I'm also 40 feet in the air. I'm very out of these things' reach, I think.
I'm not really in need of healing. I doubt highly I'm gonna take 60 damage in a single hit.
Fair. Either way, I'm healing wording somebody, and the Great Axe lady hasn't been hit yet.
Nope.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna heal the only other one in the melee range. Anna, you're getting a little first level healing word. There's like nothing else to cast first level spells with.
Well, I'm up to 68 health. Yeah.
And that maybe I'm faster than a bunny. We'll figure it out. We're around 30 feet away from the bunny. No, that'll provoke an opportunity attack. I hate this thing. It's a bunny.
Yo, it's the killer bunny. Monty Python.
I really didn't want it to be a
It's no
Monty
ordinary
Python bunny,
rabbit.
but it's
This
gonna
literally
have
isn't
to be.
an ordinary rabbit. It's a Remoraz that's been turned into a rabbit.
I really wish I could. I want to true polymorph something this terrifying into a rabbit someday. Just leave it.
Big sharp teeth!
God.
No wait, I forget. You don't need to do that. I can just turn it into a chair with true polymorph. Anyway, that's the end of my turn. I'm just.
Okay, this chap is going to disengage. It kind of lashes out with its feet towards the weapons, the things attacking it. And then it is going to attempt to run away. It's actually going to then skitter its way down the cliff.
Like coming towards us? Coming towards me?
It's going down into the canyon.
I don't like that.
How far down is this canyon?
About 30 feet. So it's kind of it's now kind of on top of the ice down there. The other one, the rabbit, is going to attempt to. That is a 5 So he
Alright.
does not bite Jean. Then Varg, your turn.
Two leather that time.
So where's this Remoraz at currently? I don't think it's moved on my screen.
Oh, he's down here. He's in the.
Does Anna and
No, they're disengaged.
Oh,
So
okay.
kind of like flailed at the weapons, pushed them away as it skittered away and down into the canyon.
Okay.
Can you ping where it is again? Sorry, I was reloading. Okay. So if I...
What the hell is wrong with you, Roll20?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been weird.
God, nice.
It's the same thing with mine. I can't see where it is either.
I'm going
Oh, God knows.
to jump on this thing.
Wait, into the ice?
Into the ice.
Yo.
Oh, how much does this bear weigh?
Okay, right.
Mathematically speaking.
A lot.
Bears fall, Remoraz dies. That's the plan here, and into the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just give me an attack. So you sort of leap off the cliff while coming down to attack it. So obviously you'll take the full damage.
Let me take those.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, let's see what that'll be. You know, I just like to do cool things, and he always rolls so shit.
So you don't hit it with the attack, but you do land on top of it. You sort of misjudge slightly. The back paw catches slightly on the bridge, and you come down at a slightly awkward angle. So you just effectively body slam onto the Remoraz. You take was that 13 damage.
Okay.
So does the Remoraz, and that is enough to kill it.
To answer the question, by the way, how much Varg weighs, is about 4,800 pounds.
That's a lot. You also take 12 fire damage as the thing effectively bursts underneath you, and then you hear a crack, and you are plunged into the bitingly cold water beneath.
Oh, that won't be too
Same
tough
bear
for
noises.
Druid.
Varg just squished a giant bug.
It'd be like
Incredible.
I have a climb speed.
You are currently underwater.
Hmm.
Can't you
I
just
assume
turn
it'd be an
it-
action to pull myself out of this.
It would, yes.
Oh.
Well, I'm here now.
Okay. Irk, you just witnessed the Remoraz attempt to skitter away, and just as it looked like it was about to succeed, it got bear slammed. What do you do now?
Holy shit!
I got it. Oh, wait. Polymorph.
I need help dealing with this bunny. Somebody come hold it.
Anna, can you take care of that? I gotta pull him out of there.
I'm sitting over here trying to think about whether we actually need to kill the thing.
It's our new pet rabbit. Cast polymorph every hour.
That's a
hefty spell slot cost.
Hmm.
Well, for the moment, we'll say we're still in initiative order.
Yeah. Irk will have Minari dash, to cover the 70 feet of the full 80 feet of distance she is away from Varg.
Okay.
And just kind of have Minari beating their wings, like in somewhat stable flight, like puts away her shield and like tries to lean down to be like, yeah, to I guess offer something for Varg to grab. Like she holds out her hand, though she knows that she's not strong enough to hoist him up.
Yeah, the 4,800-pound bear.
I was wondering how you're planning on.
I know, but I'm guessing you're gonna untransform from bear.
Why would I?
Bears do have climb speed, I suppose.
I have a climb speed, so I was just gonna climb out.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Thank you.
He doesn't need to roll anything to use a climb speed. He literally doesn't need you.
To get out of the water, it will
I'll
be
need a roll.
because it's fairly strong currents coming down from the waterfall.
It's gonna be a flat strength roll, and so we know how well you roll on those.
The athletics, come on.
Well, I'm here. I'm here if he needs help. Oh, that's my
Emotional
turn.
support.
Yeah, there you go. Support. Okay, is that everything here?
Yeah.
Anna, what are you gonna do?
So, how how far are we from, like, being in the town that we're going to?
Believe about half a day's travel.
Well,
So it's about half of the day. So
that kind of does me in on that one, because I was gonna
you're
say
just gonna run there.
we could just put it in a box and then
Oh god.
add the chaos element of a Remoraz to whatever our next encounter was, as long as we could get there in under however many hours worth of spell slots we had.
We could throw it in the bag of holding, but it would rip
No,
stuff. It would
it
rip
would
it from the
suffocate.
inside.
Yeah, and then we'd lose the bag of holding, and we'd have to explain the corpse we keep in there.
I think.
I
this
mean,
is
it would probably eat the corpse.
Didn't we
I
bury
can
it
hold it
before?
first.
Yeah,
I
think.
Oh, did we?
I think you did. I think you did.
Yeah,
in
we
the
did
end,
that
yeah.
like a while ago. I think we
I
kind
can
of just
hold
gave up on it.
No, we
I
didn't
can
give
hold
up.
it for
It's
up to
just there's
3
nothing
hours.
we can do about it for quite a while. Well, 3 hours is not. We're not going to be able to cover that distance
Yeah.
in 3 hours.
We can't zoom there that fast.
Well, what do you guys want me to do? I can go hit it.
I mean, I think we could just kill it. We all jump it. I mean, we might take some damage, but I think we'll rest before we get to the city.
Oh,
Or
that'll
town.
be fine.
So should I start beating it, or should I wait on you? What do you
I
want
mean,
me-
I should be up there next turn.
Okay. I doubt I need to measure this, but I actually kind of do.
The bridge is difficult terrain because obviously it's not completely destroyed, but it's difficult enough that you would have to take it slowly. Otherwise, you'd risk just plunging straight through one of the planks.
Difficult
You can
terrain.
action dash.
I could haste action dash.
But if we think we're gonna rest, that's concentration. I don't want to waste that. Yeah, I'll just haste action dash across it. And that'll give me enough movement. I was gonna say, I'll just use expeditious retreat, but that is concentration, and I might want this AC once I hit this thing, which is what I'm gonna do now.
Well, it'll be hard to miss a bunny.
It will. Does the excess damage go over into its normal form?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Hold on though. Hold on, because I don't want to be right next to it when we.
Oh
when we
no,
gang up on this thing.
I sympathize. I know you're soft.
Yeah, I'm I'm pretty pudgy.
I have a sensitive fan.
So what do you want me to do? Because it's not your turn.
Hold action attacks.
And you lose an attack.
Well,
Yeah, then I
Did you
lose a
have an-
hit.
No, because you used the haste action to dash, didn't you?
But I still make 2 attacks.
Yeah, ready attack
This-
is only one attack.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
you could grapple it.
Why?
That way they can't move after me.
Don't
After
you
I
have
run
like
away?
Misty Step or something?
Huh?
Don't you have Misty Step?
No.
I'm hitting the
Well.
thing. It's getting hit. Do I get advantage on hitting a rabbit?
No, but it's like real fucking easy.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'll take
Well, I
all it.
suppose- Wait, you're holding it, aren't you, Eugene?
Is Eugene holding it?
No, you didn't pick up at the end, did you?
No, that would have taken it like an action. Alright,
Okay, yeah, so no, no, you don't get advantage.
Alright. I hit the thing. I'm not doing anything else other than hitting it. I mean, I'm gonna wait for it to turn into a Remoraz, but I don't get to hit the bunny twice.
No, so your sword slams into the thing, and it's almost like it splits open and bursts from the form of the rabbit.
Great. Good. There we go, son of a bitch. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me just...
Ooh, 12 fire damage as that some more of its blood drips over you.
These are the worst smites I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think Amy's losing her mind.
I have never used so many spell slots to do so little damage.
Burn some sage. Go pet go pet a black cat. I don't know.
Or no.
Yeah, go pet Gordon. He's no black.
That's my turn.
Okay.
What butter?
Olia not really do much, so 60, she's gonna have to dash. So
Stop.
she picks her way over the bridge, but that is as far as she can get. So you can sort of see her breathing heavily as what you recognise as a barbarian rage begins to fade. If she hasn't attacked anything. Jean, your turn.
I'm disengaging.
Okay.
No, thank you.
This thing's gonna want to come after me. No.
It's still got personal vendetta against you.
And I'm gonna blast Anna with another first level healing word.
The good button.
Well, I'm still above half health.
Is that
Oh.
everything?
Yeah.
Okay, it's... Yep, just gonna lunge towards you. What was that, about half health? Because, that was a natural 20. No, thankfully not doubled, because that would be terrifying, and a lot of dice,
I'm so glad I ran away.
but it hits, at the very least. It's taking me a 31 to hit.
I could shield that and almost block it if it wasn't a natural 20.
Okay.
You could shield that, and I could cutting words it, and almost nothing can hit you.
Ooh, that's 49 piercing damage, along with 6 fire damage. So 55 damage total.
55 damage total, huh?
That's a chunk.
Anna losing half of her health total in a single blow is pretty rough.
It'd be like...
On the bright side, again, it only has one attack.
An extra 15 health ain't looking too bad.
If you
now.
still have multiple attacks, it is latched onto you, and it's attempting to chew you. But that's all it's going to do. So Varg, give me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. I'm good at these, I think. I am.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm proficient with these in this one. What?
Yeah. No issue at all. You just kind of like latch your claws into the wall. You're able to drag yourself up.
Okay, I'm climbing up. I think I can get like to right here. Math is correct. Yeah, because I pull up, move 10 feet with my walking, and then 30 feet with my climb.
So to get out, it would take Tetzel about 10 feet because you've plunged into the water itself. So you have to pull yourself up with 10 feet of movement. Move across. and
Okay,
then-
what's my climb speed? I only have 30 feet of climb speed, so I can't get all the way
Ah.
up, actually. Even though I have 40 feet of walking.
Yeah, that's. So you're just kind of dragging yourself, this dripping wet bag, clawing its way up the side of the cliff. Anything else? Bonus actions or anything?
My attacks don't
Or
have
just
reach, so that'll
actions?
be it.
You
Oh,
can
wait,
dash.
you
can
can
just
dash.
push that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, dash, so
Yeah,
you can
just
be
the
next
arc.
to it. Yeah,
Be imposing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
certainly that is very successful. Eric, you kind of fly down, go to offer Varg your helping hand. He just pulls himself out. Barely seems to notice you. What do you do now?
Barely.
Oh
Take
wait,
a
I have to
Be hero week.
make a Constitution saving throw. How much damage did I take?
Oh, 55. So
Oh my god.
Oh.
What does that make the
28.
save be?
28.
28.
Holy shit!
Can you pass that?
I can actually pass that.
Holy
It
shit!
wouldn't be easy,
You're
but
not in your fucking con saves.
plus 10. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Amy.
Wait. You don't need to bother because I can roll 2d8 or 2d4 and I automatically
yeah.
succeed. So
Roll a 2d4. I want to see if it's 2 ones.
I mean, even so, it's still.
Oh my god! Well, it's still got it. Shield of faith up. Jesus fucking Christ.
Eric, what are you up to?
Anna's
Here.
iron focus.
Eric flies up, basically kind of alongside Olya, pulls out a pistol from her side, and her and Minari are going to fire at this thing at the same time.
Alright.
So, item interactions.
What about them?
I wish I could pull the second.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
we take these.
No.
Jesus.
Oh,
Damn! You're with it. Every time I have pulled a gun, I have rolled great damage. I need to capitalize on this.
get you that thunder cannon.
I want that thunder cannon. Sean, we still need to roleplay that scene.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's 18 damage from this guy as ear. I know what
You
Ear
just
does.
blast a huge chunk out of its.
She shoots an eye.
thorax. Oh, an eye.
Yeah.
You blast it in the eye, it kind of reels back, letting out this chittering, screeching sound. This burning hot blood dripping from its face.
And Minari, hovering in the air, roars and shoots a crossbow bolt. And
Oh.
also rolls a crit!
Dude, come on. I couldn't have rolled some of these. Jesus.
Yeah.
13 extra damage.
Just would have been a couple extra twos.
Okay. Is that everything?
Is it still up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's bleeding relatively heavily, but you've seen how much the punishment the other one took, so you get the impression this thing is a little good ways from being dead just yet.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's my turn. Oh, hey, it's this music. Great. It's Pillars of Eternity team music.
Anna's gonna try and escape this grapple. That's athletics, isn't it?
It is, yes, or acrobatics if you so desire. You know, just in case you do.
No, I don't. Can you hit me with a +5, please? On that one.
Absolutely, I can.
Thank you.
19 is enough to escape.
Great. Good.
So sort of still reeling from the having his half his head blasted off by a shot, you're able to kind of yank your arm out from its grasp.
Fantastic. So that's my action, but I'm gonna quicken a spell. And I don't even know if this is worth it. Probably not. Here we go. I'm gonna use Tasha's Mind Whip. So it needs to make a save. Intelligence save. DC 15.
Intelligence. That is a -2.
Oh,
Wow.
It could roll like an 18.
take 6
No,
damage.
I rolled a -2.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 1 and it's -3 intelligence.
God damn.
I think it fails.
Well, it takes 6 damage. And it can't take reactions.
Can't take
unless-
reactions, must choose a movement action
Yeah.
on its next attack, so that is fine.
That's gonna be Anna, not the action disengaging, but personally
Yeah, you-
disengaging.
It can't, yeah.
Anna limps away from this monstrosity, and that's my turn.
Okay. Olia will replace you, so she sort of you see her pause for a second, grip the haft of her axe as she just sort of spikes herself up once more, diving towards this thing, axe in hand. Swings twice. Manages to fuck me double natural 1. She just whiffs completely.
Oh,
Good job. Jean. Oh, frick, it's decked. Oh wait, she's flanking actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she gets 1 hit. Good lord. It's normally my good dice as well. So just 1 hit. She's going to take some damage. Take a lot of damage. And do another bunch of damage. Okay. Eugene, your turn.
Eugene is going to cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Saving throw. It's wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is it's a 19.
Yeah.
It passes this one.
And then, yeah, that'll be, wait, hold on. I'm gonna give Anna a little bit more healing.
How much health does Anna
Well
have right
said.
now?
Well, with the addition of those 6 hit points, 16.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I'm so glad I healed you twice before this.
Probably been fine.
You were scoffing at him. You were like, I don't need that.
Well, to be fair, I didn't expect that I would have to fight this one at all. I thought
And you
that.
then decided to stab the bunny.
Well, no, what I mean is,
Oh
like,
yeah, I see. Yeah.
when the combat started, I assumed that by the time mine was dead, Barg would be already in the middle of making Bug steak.
That was the intent.
But
Barg-
that ain't how it happened.
Bard just sitting there with a Monster Hunter style spit as Anna is struggling for her life.
Speaking about bugs and eating, on its turn, it is going to use an attack, and it's going to have a chomp on Varg.
But it doesn't.
Well, that's 30 to hit.
That
Be happy
just
to know it wasn't a
barely
crit.
hit. Oh, yeah.
That was very close to being a crit, which would have been slightly
nice.
painful. That is going to be 10 fire damage,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see. 10, 20, 34 piercing damage. So 44 damage total.
Okay, that's not terrible.
So it'll be a DC 22 con save.
I do not have my cloak in bear form, correct?
Yes.
Yes, because you're polymorph, you don't. All of your stuff is not active in polymorph form, but wild
You know
shape
what?
is.
I'm built different. I'll pass.
Quite possible.
Wow.
Just.
Yo!
And then it's your turn.
I'm going to beat this thing to death.
Go on.
I think it'd be funny if I did that.
I'm going to beat you to
Certainly
death.
try. How much health have you got left?
I actually have a pretty decent chunk. 46.
Because you'll be taking damage every time you hit it.
Yeah, I've got 3, so that's gonna be a lot. So first attack will be a bite. I have advantage on these though. Because flanking.
Yes.
Oh, don't need it.
Well, you take 5 fire damage as you bite into this chunk of burning bug.
Okay, can't fail
Go
that.
ahead and roll damage.
So that'll be a lot, actually.
This is
Oh,
25. You just latch onto it, rip out this huge chunk that you just see ichor and blood dripping from a huge hole you've left in it. It screeches in pain. Carry on.
got a couple, 2 more claw attacks coming for it. I imagine the 23 hits, but I'll roll for crit.
It does. You take 10 fire damage from this one.
Okay. So that's how much did I take from the first one again?
5.
5. Okay, so 15.
I mean, technically that's a crit there. It's just a crit fail.
Yeah, it is. You- 12 from the first claw attack.
How does it happen?
So
That's
just basically,
exactly enough.
after like ripping out a giant chunk of this thing's, I'm gonna say Varg went for the throat. You know, go for the
Yes.
jugular. He just pries both claws into the open wound and rips this thing straight down the middle with all of his bare strength possible.
Its first screech of pain dies in this wet gurgle as you just tear it apart, and just more of this burning liquid just splashes across the snow, melting it. Both you and Olia end up splattered with it, but take no more damage as it begins to cool quite rapidly outside of the body. You are left covered in blood and ichor.
And props yourself against the tree. If no
Very
one
tired bear noises.
else minds, I think I would just like to take a rest.
Irk lands near Oya and Anna. Kind of offers Anna a health potion.
Health potion.
Health potion.
I can munch on some cookies while I eat my health
Shut the
potion.
fuck up! I'll kill you!
Oh no.
Hang
Not
out
the
with Miss
cookies.
Iron Grip.
Hate everything. Campaigns canceled. Because y'all had to act smart.
Anna declines the alchemical assistance.
They have my fucking health potion. Yeah. Hey, what the hell was that?
These they are called remoras. Ambush predators you find in places like this.
Oh,
They are bastards. It was lucky you were able to defeat them.
ambush predator. Isn't that lovely? What the fuck does something that size eat? It's like a trapdoor spider for grizzly bears.
They will, yes, pretty much. They will eat anything they can get their jaws upon. Yeah, had you not escaped its grasp, you probably would have been eaten.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
here it is not a fun way to go.
Yeah, well, in the past couple of weeks, I have been consumed by more than a few things that we have found ourselves fighting.
I will not ask.
It was a house.
It's a mimic, but
I
it's
will
not.
continue not to ask.
Anyways, I feel like shit.
I think it's best we have a rest before heading on to the town.
Did she get hit?
Thank y'all for doing the dishes.
You're welcome.
She didn't get bitten, but she took a lot of damage from the thing. You can see patches of her armor and clothes are burnt away.
Yeah, are you sure we don't have to worry about any more of them showing up? Drawn by the,
They are usually singular. They usually only come as one. This was probably a mated pair, something like that.
Oh,
Mother and
Wait,
child.
they have eggs.
good. Let's hope they don't have any
The-
eggs.
Probably have a nest somewhere.
Varg. No.
Kind of.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Varg, no! No! Don't get any ideas. We are not raising giant lava-breathing bugs.
I would not recommend it.
They
You
don't-
take them away from this cold, they will be destroyed.
Man,
Oh,
I don't have much cold at my disposal. Do we have any more of that white dragon ice?
No.
why would that doesn't give them a place to live?
You want me to make some kind of ice box for them or some shit?
Oh.
No. Well, hang on, that's a good idea, but not for
Little-
eggs.
That is a really good idea. Actually.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you for bringing it up.
Winter Wonderland.
I don't feel like any of us could deny the tactical superiority we would have on having some of these in the battlefield.
Tactical superiority assumes control. Creatures are unpredictable. Even this is why we fucking train horses for years before we use them. It's just
I mean, the wyverns are pretty good, and Varg whistles and calls the wyverns. Because I guess Terrence just keeps them in the sky above fights usually.
Yeah, that seems they're pretty reasonable at this point. Two of them are looking not very happy with the conditions up here. One of them is looking quite happy.
it is not the same. We can't just assume that every creature we come across is amicable towards husbandry and taming.
I'm pretty good at it. Some might even say I'm an expert at it. Maybe an expert.
If you can tame wyverns like that, then perhaps you are quite good at it. Not many people can.
He is, but we have a menagerie of queer creatures. And we scarcely have time to take care of them all, and I don't need something like this being a huge risk to the people that I care about because it nearly killed me. And if it nearly killed me, it could definitely kill pretty much anyone who works for us.
Sweet. I'll take a look on the way back.
I don't want more. I can't ask for more. I really can't. Fuck. Yeah. I bet they'll be there.
Probably.
Knowing my luck. And knowing my luck, I'll be wrong, and you'll just they'll just admit, oh, daddy, the giant fucking fire centipede. It just won't even. Just fucking everything's so goddamn weird. The last year, I went from being a normal person. Now I can shoot fire from my hands. And I know a man who tames dragons and bugs and dinosaurs.
Turns into bears.
Turns into bears. Found a fat guy who turns fire centipedes into snow hares. And I have a sword that talks to me. And my girlfriend's a lizard. So it's been a year.
Olia just kind of looks down to Irk. Is she okay? How hard was she hit?
She's fine. She gets a little, she gets a little contemplative when she's, very wounded.
are we
I feel
listening
like
to?
you
the-
focused on the wrong things about me, as opposed to like everybody else.
But you do turn things into rabbits.
Yeah, but I'm a lot more than just some fat guy who also does that. Like I sing, I compose music, I act in plays. I'm a thespian.
Yeah, I didn't know you were an actor.
Yeah, that's kind of how
Well,
I got
okay.
started on. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying.
I mean, I guess I have seen you do charlatan things, but I guess being an actor really does help that.
Why are we listening to the Interstellar soundtrack? It just. This is really intense.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Even it's
Just
Be careful when you insult me.
it's just a lot.
I
of
am the
text.
soundtrack.
Oh no. Oh no. He kills the entire party, I guess.
I still have a fourth level spell slot and a reasonably solid chance in getting you in one.
I've only spent one spell slot.
I didn't really. I spent a lot of firsts, but those are. I only have one first level spell. So,
It'd be like.
like, besides that, I spent one.
Do we long rest or short rest here?
I think
I
we're
don't
short
need
resting.
a long rest.
Short rest? I have almost nothing left!
Well,
It's fine.
That is how I felt after the house fight.
oh yeah, is there somewhere that we could... So this town, it's basically entirely taken over by these giants.
They rule, yes. They have a stronghold in the upper corner of town. Few of them normally patrol town. They have guards patrol the walls that are loyal to them.
Okay.
Well, how about this? You and your rest nearby. Varg and I will trespass
Why would you go alone?
Yeah, I feel like
because we can pass by with barely being noticed.
But you
You
don't
know,
have to do
what
that
people
while
do.
we're in the middle of resting. You can wait until we're ready to respond.
Well, my point was, is there somewhere inside the town that we can be that should be safe for at least one night before we start looking around?
still a half day's travel away. Are we good to move? for
Right.
half a day?
We can move and cover the remaining distance. It just can I have an hour? Just they nearly tore my
Yeah.
arm off. Can I have an hour?
Yeah, let's hang out here for an hour. I'll start a fire.
Yes, I would quite like to at least take a breath myself as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eugene will play a song of rest.
Oh yeah. What does that do? Like give you this extra like D10?
Forget that's a thing bards have. Any creatures healing regain an extra D8 hit. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
What do you like?
15, 20,
Okay.
3.
Get a D10 for you right now, shouldn't it, Cutter?
God damn, guys! I think I just got like a lot of coins.
666.
Oh.
Wait, oh shit! Fuck, Satan's in roll 20.
Oh. Oh.
Suddenly, several pit fiends appear.
Several?
4.
Well, you know.
I roll an extra
exact.
D10 or D8?
It's a D10. Because we're level 10.
No, my song of rest hasn't upgraded yet. I don't think.
Yes, it
It's a
has. It
D8.
leveled up at. Oh, I read terribly.
It's a D8.
Guys,
I'm bad. I'm sorry.
guys. That
Well.
me rolling my hit dice and getting the eights put me at 78 out of 79. That one is exactly enough to get to full level.
Oh,
Nice.
clandestine.
Okay, well,
Okay.
there we go.
So, presumably you then head on towards the town, yeah?
Yeah.
If we can take a quick 5-minute break then. I need to go and grab a drink and whatnot.
Sure.
Let me check when my lasagna's done. That break might need to be a bit longer.
Yeah, no worries. Take as long as we need to. Yeah, I'll be back in a few.
I'm not at full.
So my lasagna's done in 7 minutes. While we're doing a lot of the town stuff, I'll still be listening because like I'll just be right in the kitchen, but I'll have to like yell to talk. So
Yeah, no worries.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah, it'll be done shortly after the break.
Okay, no worries.
Why wouldn't I split another hit die? I will do that.
Well, I'm capped out at health again.
Yeah, I'm back to full. Man. Them boys be hurting though. It be like sometimes. I'm gonna go throw a pizza pocket in the microwave.
Let me just tag Reese in this. Amy,
Ah.
I sent you some things.
Oh.
Holy shit. Vadi is really good at Sekiro. He can perfect parry all of Ishin's gunshots in his second phase.
Oh my god.
What?
They made Mineta
Yeah.
gay. Is this a joke?
No.
Who is he gay for?
I don't think he's gay. I think he's just
bisexual. But who is the man he's into? What the hell's is it Deku? Please don't be Deku.
Well, at least we will know it'll never happen.
Yeah, because if Deku gets with a man and it's not Bakugo, I don't know who it possibly could be.
Why would it ever be Bakugo?
Because what other male is remotely could name one other male that it's even remotely plausible?
Spicy hot boy. Rather, not spicy hot.
Oh!
Icy hot.
Todoroki. Yeah, I guess it could be Todoroki. That's fair. You got another one?
No.
Just those two.
Just those two.
Yeah. There's a lot of very intense music.
Yeah. Also, God, I love fucking Inception and Interstellar so much.
They're movies.
They're good movies.
Yes, this is a strange playlist. I thought it was just kind of like mountain ambience. Turns out it's a lot more intense.
I just, you know, don't call me fat while I'm sitting here thinking about fucking. Coop, what are you doing? Docking. Like, oh, I didn't know that fucking Matthew McConaughey was in the middle of trying to get the Endeavor from falling in the atmosphere right now. It's pretty tense. No problem.
Yo, just a quick thought, because Eric was talking about wanting to find a safe place for the night in the town. We could just use the key, can't we? If we
Oh, yeah.
wanted a long rest.
Yeah, that's a good point. I
Yeah,
keep forgetting that the key is complete safety.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't want to use the key for whatever reason, Eugene has the camper's respite, which I can. Let me find it and send it to you guys. Here it is. I'm just gonna copy it.
Hey Sean, I gotta ask. Do you regret the
Yes.
key?
Not yet. Give it time, I feel like I will. So far, I've kept up with your demands for information.
I have an
Depends what you
accurate
end up uncovering.
representation of Babushka. This is Babushka.
You know that night creature will end up leaving in shame.
Oh yeah.
Just hanging, just scuffing its feet.
That one picture
Yo.
of the jacked Russian woman carrying a whole ass log is one of
Yes.
my favorite pictures.
Did I miss something?
Look at general chat. Babushka.
Babushka? Where's the babushka?
Yeah, here we go. Here it is.
I don't see a babushka.
The latest image in the general chat.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Here we go. This.
I was just staring at the demon thing.
This Varg's grandma. But
Yeah.
the log's 3 times the width.
Vog's mum. She's hench as fuck.
The what? Hang on. Why are trees in Varg's mountain built different?
What do you mean?
Why
They
are
are.
they so big? If it's 3 times the width.
They're
I
just
suppose
big.
it's
We're just
possible that
everything's
there's,
bigger up there.
he is quite near Old Oak, which is the biggest fucking tree you've ever seen.
Shit,
But
you're
isn't
right.
it's possible the occasional ironwood tree has kind of managed to get over there slightly from the other side of the mountains?
Spriglets.
Yeah, shit,
There's
that's-
that one
Yeah,
forest.
you've
of
been
Italian-
through the ironwood. All of
Yeah.
you.
I forget how
You've
I
seen
forgot
some
how big
big
that
fucking
was.
trees.
Oh, did we make it to Burkout?
Yeah, but I just figured I'd give you the map now. But yeah, it's the rest of the journey is fairly uneventful, if bitterly cold. Particularly on some of the passes that bring you around to the sides of mountains, the wind bites even through your armor. But after a little while, Olia stops. We are but 10 minutes from the town. We cannot get through the front gates. The guards will stop you. They are suspicious enough of me. You outsiders will not be let in. We will need to go up onto the cliffs to the sides and could come down, climb
could
down
fly us
somewhere in
in.
town. Say again?
I could just fly us in.
Yeah, it could work.
Do they
I mean, if
usually
y'all
have,
are just fine being in the bag for a second,
do they usually have lookouts?
they're not gonna shoot a bird unless they're just assholes.
Well, they are certainly assholes, but I don't think they would. It depends on the kind of bird, I suppose.
What type of birds are like around here? I'm not from this part of the mountains, or these mountains in general.
Usual. Your birds of prey. Not too many small birds. Don't tend to deal very well with the climate up here.
Yeah, I could easily turn into like some sort of like snowy owl, you know, an eagle even.
They probably wouldn't see you against the snow.
I mean,
I can
we'll have to
love
get
my
pretty
breath.
close before we do that, but I think y'all be fast enough for y'all to get out without even having to worry about the air.
Are there gates that like they have to open to get into the city?
Yes, the wall extends from the cliff to the cliff. There are two gatehouses. They are kept closed, except when someone needs to go through.
Okay. Eugene at the moment is going to start changing his form to be his clothes to be more like sort of ragged adventurer clothes, and he's now turning a few feet taller into a Goliath.
Right?
He just goes, just in case.
Fair enough. You definitely don't look the type to be up here. Usually.
Not. We have one or two in town, but not common. Not around here.
Son, I guess into the bag with us.
Yep, hop in the bag.
Oh boy.
Excuse me?
We
Get
have
in the
a
bag.
magic
It's it's bigger on the inside.
area familiar. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. Just get in the bag.
Here, see? Observe. And Yurk climbs inside.
I see.
It's magic.
I'm aware of magic. Don't treat me like a fool,
I don't mean any offense.
but how do you breathe in there?
It's
Yurk, Go
very
on.
slowly.
Yurk sticks her head out of the bag. There's not a lot of it in here, so Varg, be quick.
Hey, I can hold my breath for like, how many minutes is it? Is it equal to 1 plus your con mod?
I think so.
Yeah, I got 4 minutes before I even gotta start breathing.
I guess, Jesus, Yurk can hold her breath for 3 minutes. Yurk, world record holder.
I have more breath than you.
I have 4 minutes.
Yeah, I've got 4 as
You
well.
don't need to.
And then Varg, world record holders.
Get in the bag.
Well, get in the bag.
Anna gets in the bag.
Eugene, get in the bag. Everyone's in the bag. Besides for me. Alright, you guys are going inside of me. Don't make it weird.
Oh,
Hey,
Anna?
too easy, too easy.
I never
Anna?
expected to have a
Don't make it
warrior's bond quite like this with Varg.
And get in here. And Yurk just Yurk just, gets out of the bag and by her collar starts pulling her into the bag.
No! Please.
I take the bag and go wild shaped.
Being hard is all I have.
Actually, I don't use a wild shape. I will polymorph for this because I want to keep my wild shapes if shit goes bad.
By the
Actually-
time you get there, it's pretty much it's past nightfall. You'd be looking at nearly 10 o'clock at night by the time you get there. So as you get a little bit closer, you see the torches long lit up. Right, my home is in the far northeast of town, backed up against the cliff. Just behind the stonemasons. You should not be able to miss it.
Alright.
Give me a stealth check.
So as a like snowy owl, would I have like advantage on that or no?
You'll be taken into account in the DC.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I think that's just a +3. Yeah, I won't use my dex. But I will use my proficiency. Fuck.
Are you proficient in stealth?
I'm not, but the form is.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Sorry, let me add this to my wild shape so it's automatically counted.
Cowboy Bean Boy.
Sorry,
Okay,
boss.
that's not bad. Cowboy Bean Boy?
Everybody's favorite anime.
You know, I'd love to roll anything above, maybe a 5.
Jesus.
So as you sort of pile over into the bag, turn yourself into an owl, you begin flying over, but as the wind whips into you, kind of pushes you down slowly, you see two guards on the wall just looking up at you. One nudges the other, points up towards you. You can see them both grinning, laughing. He pulls out a crossbow.
Jesus Christ! Go away!
And
It's
rolls a
windy.
natural 1, so misses completely.
Ah, bozo. I'm dashing away.
And you just see the other one laughing.
Oh no.
But other than that, you're able to get into town. And as you fly over the town, despite it being... do owls have... of course owls have night vision. What the fuck am I saying? Jesus Christ.
Nah, man.
Nah, bro. They're just nocturnal predators,
Yeah, so you come in from the south, you see the temple surrounded by a relatively large graveyard. In almost the center of town, you see the ruin of quite a large, noble-looking manor. Not fresh, it's covered almost completely in snow, but you can tell there is wreckage there. You see in the far northwest of town, you see this huge building, far, far larger than anything else in there, with 2 sets of doors that are about 15 feet wide, clearly built for someone slightly larger than humans. You don't see many people wandering around the town. See a few lampposts. You do catch the loud footfalls. As you glance around town, you see not 2, but 3 giants separately wandering the town, hefting either huge great axes or huge hammers, just surveying, patrolling. None of them notice you. You touch down where Olya told you, far northeast of town, into quite a small, almost a shack, little cabin. Head inside. You all escape, take a few gulps of air. It is not much, but you should be safe to stay here tonight. I cannot hear any commotion, so it seems we managed to get in without being discovered.
Some asswipe tried to take a shot at me, but his aim was shit. Like, that was...
Well, shooting a small bird in weather like this would be a hell of a feat, I must say. No surprise, they are not well trained, but they are eager.
Well, I guess lucky us that they're shit shots.
It's not them they want to worry about. It's the giants.
So are the people here like loyal to the Giants? I don't really understand. the
Most
whole-
people do not particularly care one way or the other. Their lives seem no real different before or after. Some of us, particularly myself, are not well treated. I do not like outsiders. People are not able to come and go as they used to. They treat many of the miners like almost slaves.
Oh, is that
Not
so?
completely.
We don't
They
like
are simply forced to overwork. There are many accidents, injuries. Except one of the mines. Southern Ironback's mine is the safest, but it is the least productive. He is who I want to put in charge of this town once we oust the giants.
So, I have a question, I guess.
It's the way.
Other than asking what your personal stake in this is, like, if most people don't care that much, why do you? For me, killing um, slave drivers and whipped crackers, those types of people, I mean, even if they're not technically slaves, I just take great pleasure in doing. Um, the other thing is, why do you want to put this person in charge? And then the last thing is, now that we're here, what the fuck do we do? Because I don't suppose we can just go find the giants and then kill them and then everything will be normal, because that would be too easy. So,
Well, in answer to your first question, yes, I am an outsider. I should by all rights have no real stake in this place, but when I came here, uh, several years ago, I cannot really remember. I was new to this place. Some of the residents, they taught me your language. They treated me kindly. Then it was discovered that they were harboring an outsider. They were killed by the giant supporters.
well, that's a good enough reason for me. Can I insight that?
Go ahead.
I don't think she's lying, but. Yeah, well, I guess I don't think she's lying.
She seems sincere. And you've got this far, so you don't imagine she has much reason to lie to you. This town, from the stories they tell before the giants arrived, was far more prosperous. As it is, they trade only with other giants through the mountains. As believe I said to you, they trade with the elves under the mountains. But they have cut off all contact with the outside kingdom, cutting these people off from family, friends in different towns.
Wouldn't liberating them from the giants, if they already have established trade deals, not just put wouldn't it just put you in danger again? Like, we get rid of these giants, and then the giants they trade with come back to town, and they're like, oh, there's no giants around. And then
Giants respect strength. If we are able to defeat the giants that have taken over, as long as we do not fuck them, we can keep up the deals, but perhaps at a slightly smaller amount, simply because we will be back to trading with the kingdom. Granted, that is not my area of expertise. That is, I am no trade person. Tharden would know more about that. And as for your other question, Tharden, he is a good man. He is actually the nephew, the only surviving member of the old mayor's family. But it is not simply because he is related to the old man that I want to put him in charge. This is no monarchy, I know that. He is truly the best man for the job. He cares for this town, he cares for his people. As I mentioned, his mine is the lowest productive. But it is only because he does not drive the men as the others do. Because of this, he is watched even more closely than me. The giants do not trust him. I don't have much contact with him purely because it would put him in too much danger. As it is, I simply want to do what I can to put him in charge. I truly believe he will be the best mayor for this town, at least to cover the intervening time, and then perhaps they go back to however they elected them before. I don't know really.
Well, that's as good a reason as I realistically need. So what? We'd dispense the most liberal ass beating we can manage and head on our way.
I somehow don't think it'll be that easy.
I really would like to hope it's that easy, but I know it won't be.
Though,
If you were able to, it would certainly send a message to the giants, but as strong as you are, they are, well, they're giants. But what more can I say?
well,
As long as they don't breathe fire or try to eat me as one of their combat stratagems, I think I'll be okay.
you know,
They're not hill giants, so probably not eating you.
we could try and challenge. We could try and, if they respect strength. I mean,
What, we toady up with Varg and we're like, hey, we got a big guy. You want to fight our big guy? You want to fight all of us and our big guy? You're big guys. He's a big guy. Sounds like a time. I
If
do
we-
like that approach. I really do.
it's fairly simple, but just goading the person who is the biggest, baddest giant, who's the whoever the leader is, into a fight. We'd have to probably do it a one-on-one, but
Yeah, Varg can win one-on-one.
I guess
Well-
unless they have an anti-magic ring.
I guess unless they cheat. You know, I think that until we can't really decide on a course of action until we know just a little bit more information. How does everyone feel about, we rest for an evening, maybe, you can point us in the right direction tomorrow for the applicable giant to investigate, and we can send, Varg or Eugene or someone to, kind of get a lay on, just a line on what it might, they have any super powerful magical equipment? Do they have any noticeable weaknesses? Those sorts of things, and then I guess we can just kill these guys. Flat out, this is pretty much what we came here to do, is bounty hunting work, a contract killing, essentially. So, but as it stands, I'd prefer to sleep. I don't have to, but it'd be nice.
As I say, there's not much room here, but there's room enough on the floor for you all, if that is acceptable. It is safe in here, at least.
It works for me. As long as Varg doesn't sleep as a bear.
Guys, key.
Oh,
Oh yes, the door locks. Don't worry, I locked it when
No,
we came
no,
in.
no. I can't prepare.
What do you mean?
And Irk does the key thing, and
Sleep in here. It's much better. It's also bigger on the inside.
I would hope so. It is just a door. She kind of looks in. Fucking magic. Alright. How safe is this place?
Miniature Irk's majestic magical manor house is as safe as you might expect it to be.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad title. I'll workshop it.
Well,
No, but it is completely safe.
fantastic.
So, no, Ty, you're back though,
Yeah.
right?
I am back.
The current plan is rest, look around tomorrow, then maybe challenge the main giant to a duel.
I didn't know Varg was gone, and I'm kind of mad that he missed the, like, you know, he's a big guy, they're big guys, maybe just thrash him about, I don't know, like, I just...
Well, Varg was 100% on board with a plan to get him to duel the top guy.
Yeah, so basically our sort of, we're not really going to go through a lot of espionage. We're going to rest, and then either you and Eugene, or both of you, or whoever, right? Like, we're going to get pointed in the direction of whatever the guys that we need to deal with are. Try and investigate if they have any weaknesses, if they have any particularly strong suits, you know, that kind of thing. And then I guess we just try and kill them. Like, we challenge them, we goad them into a fight, we do something, and then just we beat they asses real hard. I don't think there's a lot of finessing this one. I don't know. I guess we could just
I had a
poison them,
question.
but...
What's your question?
For Sean mainly. I noticed on the map, like especially close to the wall, and I imagine basically where I was flying in, there's
Yeah.
a location called the Temple of Metals. Would I have noticed
Yes.
anything about that?
What do you mean? I mean,
Because with the name, it makes me think it's probably a Temple of Gunir, but is that not the case? Or
yes, you probably would have seen, sort of glanced down. You probably could have swooped a bit closer. You noticed. Give me a religion check. Actually.
oh yeah, we're real good at these. Oh, I could have added a D4 to my stealth earlier. I will add a D4 to this.
Yeah.
Okay, I could get. Wait, no, because you're didn't see me. I assume a 9 doesn't pass, even if I get it.
You did see some symbols of Gunir, but also another god that you couldn't place the symbols or iconography. Seems to be a dual worship type of deal.
Fair enough.
But also, you could just ask the native.
Oh yeah, I could.
And she's happy to tell you it's a temple of Gunir and Meldona.
Hmm.
Gunir,
Yeah, was Meldona-
goddess of weaponry.
Ah, that's cool.
Maybe I should pay respects there. I don't know.
While we're walking around tomorrow, I'm gonna ask them a couple questions. I think, if they're willing to answer. Are they friendly type at this temple here, or?
Ah, yes, this is probably one of the friendliest places in town. Other than perhaps the tavern and inn. Yeah. Not that the inn gets a lot of business these days. But yes, the tavern is probably the friendliest place in town. Beyond that, I would say the Temple of Metals is they're very welcoming sort.
Alright, so I should be able to go in there just fine, and they won't like, oh, outsider.
Well, they
you know?
won't, but if the Giants or their supporters see you, they may well.
Alright. Well, you'll have a good rest. I'm gonna go read some stuff and then go pass out, I think.
Okay, so what's everyone doing now?
Well, since
Reading,
we
I
in the mansion.
presume.
So I think Eugene would have a nice meal, having not been hit all day. So he's just feeling really nice, really good.
He got bitten.
Yeah,
Remember?
you got bit by a rabbit.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I really think you need a long rest to recover.
Compared to
from
what he saw happen to Varg and Anna,
that.
like
Better
he
not be
feels-
bitching.
Yeah, like he's
Oh,
not.
I got. Ow! Oh, that really hurt.
Yeah, like he gets home. He's like, I need an ice bath for my foot, please.
God.
um, a nice big meal, and then he goes, and I don't think we'll need to. Do I need to roll for this? Tell me after, because he's just gonna go read up on changeling myths because he's gonna try to like emulate those myths with a lot of what he does, so he can try to like.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's. I mean, with
For long-term
Mhm.
stuff.
yeah, with what you were kind of looking into last time, you're able to kind of find your way back to the same place. Just sort of
And
read a
I-
bit more
Yeah.
detail into some of the myths and legends surrounding changelings. Yeah.
And if you think of any funny or fun myths or anything, feel free to like send it my way. But otherwise, like I'm totally cool to just improv this for the future. This-
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'll let you know if I update the. Well, no,
Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, like a lot of this will just be like I plan on it just being like improv, just being like, oh yeah, because this is what like the myth of fucking like Loki or some shit, you know?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I presume everyone else is also researching something.
Yeah, I know what I want to read about. What do you want to read about? Late blooming sorcerers. Like, because I didn't realize I could cast spells until I was 26 years old, so it's a little weird.
Okay. You give me an Arcana check.
Oh, well, here we go, boys. Oh, here we go, boys.
Yeah, you're quite easily able to find sort of a section to do with magic and the like. Spend a half an hour or so and find more specific books on sorcerers and the like. And when it comes to inborn magic, there are records of people that, while most sorcerers do exhibit these powers from very young ages, sometimes the power from the blood, or what have you, lays dormant until later in life, often triggered by some kind of trauma or other triggering event. Sometimes things like being hit by a particularly powerful force of magic and surviving can almost unlock the ability, or being near death, kind of the body activates its magic, as it were, to kind of help survive and get back, which is something that can happen.
Well, that's all I wanted to read about.
What's
I
Varg
think-
doing?
Yeah, as I say, Varg, you know what you're looking for?
What the Varg doing?
What the Varg doing?
I don't think the Varg is there.
Varg? He did.
Damn.
Ty is fucking dead. Okay, I am specifically God. I am going to look specifically into Valdir's razor. Wait, no, that's
Valdir's
not-
talent.
Yeah, Valdir's talent, rather. I want to know. I realize this is the person who owned this library was a worshiper and follower of Uraeus. Though anything that could be in here regarding this particular item, Irk wants to know what we're up against.
Okay. Give me a religion check, as this is a very tied to one of the gods very specifically.
Okay, still good at those. Fuck. Can I plus my 5 myself and remember the Dewey Decimal System and all that?
If you've got charges of it left,
I do, actually.
you are in the same part of the library as yourself, after all.
Wait, would Varg be in here?
Yeah, you're
No.
back.
It depends. What are you looking for?
Varg's going to be studying the armor again.
Oh, so yeah, you'd probably likely be in the same kind of place because it's tied to the gods as well.
You can add a D4 to that too.
What's that for?
Guidance.
Well, you could have said that because guidance you need to cast before it, but I think you'd gone or like your mic wasn't working or something.
Oh yeah, I was gone for a second.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Woo! So that's in total 16.
Ow.
Okay. So you spend some time. You find some texts on magic weapons and the like. Managed to find one about Valdir's talent. Now, with this being not a library of Arrayus, but one crafted by a follower of Arrayus.
Yeah.
Some of the text has been some of the pages have been torn out. But what you do get the sense of that the Valdir's talent is legendary. It is said to house a fragment of the god's own power. It's very vague on the actual true abilities and power of it, but it speaks of it being handed down through, similar to some of the other items you have, through the hands of different champions of Valdir. Each and every one of them a prodigious warrior and spellcaster. It seems to be a theme. And it's as if it amplifies the wielder's both martial prowess and magic prowess. So it seems the prevailing theory is that rather than having its own power, it amplifies, almost acts like a tuning fork for the wielder's own power. That's about all you can get.
Ain't that convenient? Son of a bitch.
Already full of spellcasting warriors.
Okay.
And Yurt kind of calls Varg over and shows this all to him. And she speaks in a whisper because the library forces you to do that because that was one of the best things that we ever came up with.
Yeah, I love it.
Holy shit. Okay, so she's already quite powerful. I mean, I guess Natch, but it
Well,
also,
I mean, like, 2 times 3 is still only like 8.
No, no. And
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
you're looking at a matter of percentages, Varg. It's not.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyway.
No one gonna bring up the fact that math was wrong?
That's why I was laughing.
We let that one go. Just let that one go. Period. It's not worth telling Varg that the math's wrong.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yurt will tell him later. I mean, she says,
I get where you're coming from at the very least, but there's something to be taken away from this. That, depending on how this item works, if it's carrying, and this specifically, it's carrying a fraction of the god's own power, but it is not necessarily tied back to Valdir. It carries his power. I don't know if there is an active link. Meaning, potentially we could separately, We could sever that connection to Valdir, and whatever power is left in the sword could be wielded by anyone.
I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh, sorry. I don't see why it wouldn't be a direct connection to Valdir if it is part of him.
But it's not. It's just a piece of his power. It's something left behind. I mean, it's a little... If you leave behind a finger on the ground and then walk away from it, it's a part of you, but not connected to you.
Yeah, but gods don't follow the same rules as us.
How sure of that are we really?
Pretty sure. I mean, the gods.
I'm not entirely convinced. I think God is a word.
I mean, if you think you could take a god, I'd like to watch it.
That's not
But I
what
will
I'm
not make
talking
such a
about,
claim.
Varg. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying... I don't think that there's never been a time where the line between very strong mortals and gods hasn't been very thin.
And if...
It may not be now, but if it's ever been the case, doesn't that imply something about the nature of divinity?
I don't know.
And besides, there are legends, right, in the world of Amion about... Are there any legends about mortals ascending to divinity?
Give me a history check.
I absolutely will.
There aren't any.
Damn, son.
There's no real stories of mortals becoming gods, but there are many tales of these champions of the gods, some of whom have been said to strike at the rivals of their patron deity. When it comes to this line between mortal and god, back when the world was first created, it was closer. More of these champions existed and they seemed more powerful than now. But you get the sense that could simply be because the only surviving tales from those days are the most extraordinary. It's been a long time since anyone has been said to actively strike at the gods. But there are certainly legends of it happening centuries upon centuries ago.
Then Irk will say, you know, in old days, mortals reached a near godlike status. I'm not saying that that any of us right now could go toe to toe with a god, but think about what we're doing. Think about the cult. Valdir is ordering them to cause chaos and death and destruction, among other things.
Hold on. I don't know that we know that they're being ordered to do it.
They might.
I think they're motivated to do it. Whether or not that motivation comes from a direct order, I don't know. I mean,
their goal is...
They just seem like crazy bastards to me.
well,
their goal-
the god they worship's insane.
I mean, I don't think that... I don't think that Valdir is insane.
You don't?
He kind of just murders people for the fun of it. There's no reason.
I mean, but it's his goals are his goals are understandable. True madness is unpredictable.
What is the part about his goals that are understandable?
I mean, they are.
I don't
easy
think
to,
he has any goals.
They are
besides the
easy to
murder.
understand. What I mean, I don't mean that they are sympathetic. I mean that he is easy to that what Valdir wants is easy to predict.
There are many forms of madness which are not just chaotic dice rolls.
I suppose that. I mean, I agree with you. Morals warped beyond reason is a form of madness.
And thus, we have a
Alright.
god.
All right, we're getting. Hang on, we're getting
Oh,
sidetracked.
by the way, this conversation you having sort of out like in the foyer, in the common room type place, or still in the library?
I think we're in the library.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Olia's not there. That's fine.
She can be if she wants to be.
She probably can't read.
She's from what she's told you earlier, she can speak common, fine, but she's only learnt it since she's been here, so she's not particularly interested in a library full of it. She's happy to just kind of rest,
Okay, then
so she won't be putting any of her thoughts into this conversation.
but my point is, you say that gods work differently, and while I agree with you that there must be some difference between, at least on a scale of power, between divinity and mortal kind.
I just don't agree.
No, I understand that you don't agree, but I'm asking you to consider this. If the difference between a king who orders a group of soldiers to carry out a task, and then a god who commands his followers to find a way to bring about his summoning, they are both reliant on their basically their underlings, aren't they?
Yeah.
My point is,
There's a philosophical quandary.
my point is, where exactly does the line of difference lie? What power do they have? You remember back in the temple with
I can actually think of a difference.
shit, I can't remember. Oh wait, you remember back in the temple with the ice binder? What that wizard was doing was an insult. An insult to Indea.
Do you think so? I don't know that it was.
He was undoing her work to kill a great many people.
I mean,
Sure, maybe you could say, and that's how we arrived to stop it. Maybe Indea helped guide us through that blizzard.
I refuse to believe that.
I
If
don't
I
think
have
that
to-
it's true either.
If I have to assume that my life has been ordained by gods and that I am merely their puppet, then they are welcome to take me now, because I will not play their song and dance for the rest of my days.
Yeah, if you could just give me a
Smoked.
What do you need me to roll?
May God strike me down if I am lying. Struck
dex
by
save.
lightning? Ha! Next time,
Meet you
bring
at the
the
library.
A-game, bitch.
no. This conversation is not interrupted.
I'm not saying that I'm not questioning your faith, Varg. I'm just asking how you where do you think the rules of the world fall?
I believe in strength. I don't think I'm stronger than God. I really think that is.
But if you
It's just that simple.
And if you were to become stronger than a god, would you be a god yourself?
Or would you be distinct? If the difference is just a scale of power, I think is what Yurik's question is.
I don't know. I don't know anyone as strong as gods.
I mean, we've never met a god to have their strength compared.
All we've met are followers and...
I mean, if we're only gonna go off of tales on what the old heroes of lore are, I'm gonna go off of the tales of what the gods do.
I mean, I don't know.
I know the feats of these gods and what they have done, what they have created. I
I'll
can't
be
do
back
that.
in 2 moments.
Oh, shit.
I can think of one difference.
Well, hang on. Should we wait for Sean to get back? And
I want to go get some more queso dip. I ran out and just been eating dried chips.
yeah, so since while Sean is also having to be pulled away by something.
All right. Well, I will be right back.
Just had to let me dog in. She'd been left outside.
That's
Poor
okay.
baby.
That's poor baby.
I just heard her barking. I was like, where is she? She's alright.
Okay. Waiting on Ty to get back.
Oh, no worries.
Where's Eugene in all of this?
Soon because he's eating his lasagna.
Fucking slice of Roni's bro. God, I
Cody
haven't
is
thought
currently
about that
making
in a while.
milkshakes. Eugene is currently
Yeah.
studying elsewhere in the library.
Hey, you guys want to see a really good crossbow?
Sure. That is a pretty cool crossbow.
It's German.
Snazzy.
Put this in the top helmet, like in the top 100 helmets that I would be really mad to get stabbed by people wearing.
What the That was interesting.
Undead, do not produce light. God. Like, see, you know, if I was like a Greek and I got stabbed by a Roman dude wearing this, I'd be mad, but I wouldn't be insulted.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know, and at the same time, if I was like Japanese person and I got killed by this,
Oh my god.
I wouldn't. I'd be upset, but I wouldn't be insulted. Meanwhile, hang on, let me just find an insulting one. Shitty medieval helmets.
Literally googling shitty medieval helmets.
Let me find one. There we go. I get stabbed by some dude wearing this. I'm mad.
Oh, that's the fucking Bazuzo helmet.
I'm really mad.
It's the little mouth.
It's gotta breathe.
Oh dear.
Let me find some others.
I don't think you're gonna do better than the Bazuzo. It's got a visor like it's a fucking snapback hat.
Yeah, it really is. Oh
Okay.
dear.
That's a really good one. I kind of set the initial bar very high for my. Okay, hang on. Is this a helmet that would make you mad as you died?
Oh no, dear.
Why is the brow so strong?
What?
Because this one would make me mad.
Oh god.
It's a blobfish helmet. What the fuck is this?
It really is. It literally is, isn't it? Good lord.
It's terrible.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, welcome back, Ty.
Yeah, you were in the middle of saying.
Who was in the middle of saying?
You sounded like you were in the middle of saying something, Ty.
Oh, I said I got my queso dip.
I mean, before that.
No,
No.
All right, what were you
I
saying?
sat down and said I got my queso dip.
What were you saying, Amy?
I wasn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
What was Anna was in the middle of saying something.
Yeah, you're talking about gods and fighting the gods.
I was not talking about fighting gods. I want to make that very clear.
Sorry, I just saw that helmet. I needed to share it.
Good lord.
That's Anna's helmet.
That is not Anna's helmet. It is not.
Yeah, so is anything else in the library?
Well, I have what Bart was gonna look for.
Oh yes. Yeah. Give me a nature check.
Alrighty. With wisdom or intelligence?
With wisdom.
Ooh, we love those.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm not proficient, but it is a +3. And I will add a d4 to it, obviously.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, 20.
So on top of what you learned about it previous time, you find some more detailed information on the plate. You get a sense of some of the abilities which I will put together my scraps of notes that I've got for it and give to you between sessions.
Awesome.
No. And you, as I say, as you found out last time, you know the plate has been passed down through various champions of both Gunir and Ymir. The last person known to have had it was an ancient champion of Gunir, who is buried deep under the city of Handara. In an ancient temple of Gunir. It stands to reason that is the current resting place of this suit of armor.
Grave rob. We've done worse than grave rob. I think.
I've grave robbed.
We have grave rob. We're not above it.
Plundering tombs, robbing graves, double parking, and
Nobody
lots of
got
people
hurt.
have gotten hurt.
Oh yeah, well. Oh god, what a good movie. I mean, we've killed a lot of people, Varg. I think that's worse than grave robbing.
Do I have reason to believe the armor would be in the possession of one of the temples of Gunir or Ymir, or do I like pretty much know it's probably buried this champion?
If it's not buried with this champion, it would likely be kept in this temple. But you do not know what fate has befallen this temple, whether it's still stands as center of worship if it's been taken over by some beasts of the Underdark. But you would imagine it either lays in this temple somewhere or has been taken by someone who sacked the temple. But chances are, most things that live that deep under the earth, it would still be in that kind of area.
Well, we have a pretty good spot to go to now, whenever we want to do that.
That we do.
Armor on Devard. I had a question.
No?
With the Storm Crown, is that currently in the possession of Ice Giant or Frost Giants or Storm Giants?
Storm Giants. It was taken from Storm Giants many, many decades, centuries ago by your clan, and was more recently taken back by more Storm Giants.
Wait, wasn't that what we were here for, though?
I got confused. I thought it got taken back by Frost Giants.
So we're wasting our McFucking time. Could have sent some dudes
Well,
on
the
this
job was interesting too, and we had to go up here anyway. This is still the location. We could find out from these giants where the Storm Giants
You
are.
go and fight a storm giant with 29 strength?
Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Bro, we nearly got clapped by some fucking beetles. Now you're gonna have us go and fight a storm giant?
If we could take on Remoraz, I think we can take on Storm Giants.
You're very confident.
No, I just really want this crown. Hey, we can always try diplomacy. You know?
Hey, can we have that crown? You got a snazzy ring. Can we have that?
I'll arm wrestle you for it. Basically.
Uh,
I feel like that'd go really well.
are storm giants assholes?
They're actually pretty cool. From
Then
my
why did your clan steal it?
Why would anyone steal a powerful magic item? Because it's a powerful magic item.
I'll have you know we didn't steal it, we borrowed it.
Without asking, by force.
I think we
Synonyms.
asked.
Mugging.
No.
Burglary.
So you
Theft. Larceny.
It's exactly like that, toolbox that was lent by your neighbor that is still sitting in your garage like 7 months later.
Yeah, your fucking neighbor asks for a spade and then you don't have one anymore.
Yeah, basically. Is this how it went, DM? Or did we just go in and steal it? From what I know.
From what you know, it was stolen during a quite intense fight, and then was used by the ruler of your clan until you were raided by storm giants who took it back.
Synonym looting.
Oh, so it wasn't like a theft, like we beat these guys in a fight and looted their corpses. Or bodies, and then maybe they didn't die.
This is just a case of mutual raiding.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't
want it
think
back.
the blood there is gonna be good enough for us to persuade our way into, hey yo, can we get that ring? Hey yo.
I like claim to it. Even though their claim is stronger because it was theirs first.
Because they fucking made it for themselves. And it is a
Yeah,
ring
but
that you put on your
armor
head because their fingers are as fat as your skull.
Alright, hear me out. I've been saving a potion of fire giant strength for a very long time. I will arm wrestle a storm giant if I have to.
That still doesn't give you even odds.
Yes, it does. These are Vargods.
Your odds are shit at strength rolls.
Yeah, you kind of
Watch
roll
this.
like dog shit.
Watch this. Yeah!
That was the most defeated I hate it here I've ever heard in my entire life.
I roll anything above a 2 for strength checks, Sean.
Never.
No, no, I'm afraid you're not allowed to anymore.
Alright,
It's forbidden.
So, we.
Once you are finished in the library, you'll kind of head out. Olia is just there with her feet up by the fire, enjoying the warmth. He looks up at you. You all like to read. You've been there for a long time.
I got a lot to read about.
It's a book that's a very large collection of knowledge, and there's a lot of interesting stuff to learn in there. Plus, conversations about gods and stuff.
I would not have taken Uraeus for the type of god that requires a large compendium of knowledge, but let us be thankful that he is.
Well, it's a Uraeus follower.
Eric, please.
All right.
The pedantry in this distinction is colossal.
Well, I mean, no, hear your out, because, like, I'm a follower of Gunir, right? But I wouldn't say me and Gunir are one-on-one, you know?
This man was a champion buried in a temple. Like,
I use the hammer of a champion of Gunir.
that's not the
Oh,
same.
like, that should make me one, I think.
No, it does not. If it does, I'm fucked.
I'm pretty sure you are a champion of Arrayus currently.
Don't say that out loud.
I'm just saying.
If you breathe that into existence, Varg, you will be among the first of my many conquests in the name of evil.
Can you?
Well, then we should be thankful that we are relatively certain you can stop me and that the world will be safe.
I'll keep you in check, don't worry.
You people have strange gods.
If you're evil and I kill you and then bring you back, are you still evil?
I don't...
Yeah.
How do you define evil? I'm not out here slaughtering children and beating the unfortunate, stealing coins from paupers.
You're both making a lot of assumptions here.
What do you mean assumption? What am I assuming? I'm not assuming anything. I assume Varg could beat me in a fight.
I don't.
Why?
Because currently you're the only undefeated. You are the undefeated arena fighter.
I got cheated. I will kill you right here.
You would not kill Eric.
I would hurt you.
You
I would
want
not kill you. You're my friend.
Hey,
If I did kill you, I'd bring you back.
that's not fair. I am not going to let you besmirch Varg's good name just because he was deliberately targeted by duplicitous, unfriended tactics.
What about you? Well, questions about gods aside, what do you do? You keep any gods, Olia?
Who cares?
Most of my gods are dead.
Now,
Your
hold on.
gods died?
That's interesting. Tell me more.
There is only one god surviving. Vonya, the god of war. And they killed the ancient ones long before we breathed into this world.
And then Irk is now, like, extremely interested.
Where are you from?
Yeah, no, where are you from? I'd like to know that.
The far north. You probably do not know it. We do not have much contact with your mainland.
Like off of the continent north, or like way north with all the orcs north?
Off the continent.
Oh, that's way
What was it? Better, I think your people call it.
It's a long way.
If a god
Yes,
can
yes.
die, does that mean another can take its place?
Almost, well, I don't know about gods taking each other's places, but as they say, we only have one left. They killed the rest. But when the strongest warriors are, well, the strongest followers of Vonya die, they can challenge the god. If they win, they become the next god of war. They take on the title of Vonya.
But are they divine? Can they produce miracles and grant strength?
They gain all the power the god has.
What happens to the followers of a dead god?
How does a follower
I
know
do
they
not know.
follow a dead god? How do you know?
They say, the rest of our gods do not even have names anymore. It's happened so long ago, we simply know them as the Ancient Ones.
And they die. They die, and their names are forgotten.
Just like normal people, usually.
Just like normal people.
It is just very. I don't know.
Oh yeah, if you could, I'd love to know more about this.
I came here to fight and kill giants.
I've been
I
promising
am not.
one.
I am not much of a religious woman. You will be better off trying to find one of the Fjords. They know a lot more about our god.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Irk has a glint in her eye, Anna, that you recognize. She's gotten some kind of crazy idea. So what was the... Sean, what did you say the title of the person that Irk would be better off asking about all this was?
A fury.
A Fury.
Yeah.
At, like, say, the Temple of the Fury, right?
It is like that, but you know the Temple of the Fury is devoted to...
Different god, yeah.
Yes. So, but you do know a Fury. Fuck.
Oh
You've
my
met one.
god.
Quite close.
Hey, yo!
Wait,
I know the Fury. Hold on.
wait.
And as I believe I said last session or one before, you can't recall the exact name of real name, but it did sound like it was from the far north.
Hey, yo!
Okay.
But regardless, I want to fight a giant.
Yeah,
Or-
no. Yeah,
You know,
definitely fighting. Yeah, violence, all that stuff. I want to see if I can topple something at least 4 times my size. Definitely.
I don't think we're swinging steel yet. I want to challenge the big guy first. You know, take out the biggest guy in the yard.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna tell him to fight me.
Can you at least investigate whether your enemy has something like an anti-magic ring? The odds are basically 0, but wouldn't you rather know beforehand?
Did we take a long rest?
We're
Yes.
about to.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
already woke up. I thought.
I presume this was done in the evening.
I was just making sure, because, yeah, I was just in and out.
I guess it would be good, considering that's the only time I've lost is to those type of rings. I don't think a giant would have one.
You didn't
They might,
think the tiefling barbarian was going to have one. This doesn't. We don't know. There could be there's something they have we just have never even considered. We didn't even try. I just have to advocate for the tactical option here because I would like Irk to have a louder voice. No, I don't. I want Irk to have
It's
someone
really
in her
loud.
corner.
I'm pretty sure it's really loud.
I don't think I have the loudest. I don't think I can. I am the loudest person in the party.
Oh yeah, obviously I turn into a bear. That's pretty loud.
No, Eugene's the loudest one.
Oh yeah, he does like sing in the middle of
Got,
fight.
yeah,
He's got that vibrato. He's got the vibrato.
he's got the diaphragm.
I'm gonna go to the temple while you guys search around. I'm not good at sneaking about or really finding information
You
usually.
can turn into a fly. I am a woman missing an eyeball, and I have a hole in my face, and I wear plate armor that glows.
I'll wear a half plate that glows.
But you can
You're
turn
fly.
into a bee, or like a fly, or a rat, or something.
Bees and flies would be very weird up here.
Yeah, no, there's not really much insects
I
besides.
didn't mean a bee specifically. Just the idea. You are.
There's no bugs up here. I mean, it's really nice.
hate you both so much. I hate you.
actually.
I think she's just suffering from the fight. Is she okay?
She's fine.
I personally don't know.
You got a lot louder. So all of a
Your
sudden,
mic just exploded. You're Mr. Bombastic right now.
I think she needs a good night's sleep. Yes, I think we all do.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You should find your room in whatever condition you. It'll be good. It'll be fine.
Certainly seems a fancy place.
Yeah.
Cody,
Yeah.
your mic is 8 billion decibels and a quality of 2.
I'm trying out new Bluetooth earphones. How do they work?
bad. They're bad.
They're
The
very
sound quality's not
loud.
great, but I can still understand you well enough.
Yeah, you're understandable, but
But I
How
presume
about from like over here?
that's
Can
a
you
bit
hear
better.
my fan going and stuff?
no.
Honestly,
No.
no.
Okay.
Your
Okay.
voice is kind of like bass boosted. If I turn you down, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I talk in my normal voice, I'll sound more like Eugene than if I do like this or some shit.
No, it's just the quality is worse, like by a pretty significant margin. Is really all it is. Like
That-
you're understandable, but it's like a phone call.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yikes. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back to my regular one soon.
I presume you then all head off to sleep,
Yeah.
unsurprisingly undisturbed.
Actually, they can see invisibility. Where we get stormed.
Yeah, you wake up there as a giant just sat on the door. No, you wake up and as you step out into the small shack of Olia's. You kind of look through the window, see it's not as heavy snow as the day before, just a few flakes here and there, mostly just cloudy. So, this is pretty much as far as I planned. I have to admit, there are few, but the resistance is not exactly an army. What few warriors are in town swore themselves to the giants in return for decent homes, good pay. I am no tactical genius. I will follow whatever plan you have.
Oh, man.
Huh. Let's do some looking around first, and then we'll come up with something. Where did the giants? They congregate around the largest building in town, right?
A couple of them very rarely leave. but there are always 3 or 4 of them patrolling the town. But, I mean, you can hear them coming from quite a long way away.
And there's a lot of places for me to hide. I am very small.
It is easy enough to hide from the giants themselves, but the guards that patrol as well, they may notice you. They are more observant at ground level than the giants are.
Okay. Then... Let me look at the map real quick. Of Burkott. Or else. Or else. Where do the giants all sleep?
They sleep in their stronghold. But I believe they do it in shifts. There are always at least 2 of them patrolling the town. Sometimes as many as 5.
5?
How many are there in total?
There are 8 of them.
And who's the biggest one? Is he recognizable?
He wears more armor than the others. He is the only one that carries a shield as well.
I don't mean.
He rarely leaves the stronghold. I believe they call him Agmeld.
Agmeld. Okay.
I actually have a question. Hypothetically, if we were to do this the loudest way possible and just killed the shit out of these guys, like broke down their front door and beat them to death in their home, how bad would that be? Like,
Have you ever been hit by a giant?
I have been attacked by a dragon.
Well, I cannot compare to that, but a few hits from one of these things.
I'm not worried about me. I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about them. And she points to, her friends. I meant, like, for the town. If we just got rid of these people and just, like, they were gone. And, like, is there any really serious repercussions?
If somehow you were able to kill all of them, it is possible that some of their followers may try and take over, but I believe I could rally some of them without their giant masters. With the promise of Tharden taking over, making a fair town, I believe it could work.
Well, other than asking around, I don't really have any way that I can investigate these people, but I guess I figure if we just kind of want to walk in there and let Varg entertain the idea of challenging this guy, even if it goes sour, I mean, I don't know, I fancy our odds. Varg, do you think we've got good odds?
Definitely.
Yeah, see, I like that.
I mean, now if all 8 of them like jump me, we might have an issue.
Well, if
I
all
don't
8
feel
of them
that's
jump
gonna
you, then we jump in. Like, we're dead, but...
Yeah, you're not gonna just let that happen to me, I hope.
I guess we could just bail on you there, but that'd be pretty awful.
Yeah, no, that'd be kind of sad, actually.
I don't think this is one of those situations, really. Like, as bad as I want to be subtle, and as bad as I want to be tactical, and as bad as I hope that he doesn't have some powerful magic item that turns Varg into a toad.
Let me at the very least observe.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like,
I want to stop by the temple anyway.
Yeah, I just don't think that we need to, like, tiptoe around too hard. I think if we raise the alarm, it's not that big a deal. The plan's gonna be the same either way.
Okay. And besides, and Miniari climbs out of it, Yerk's bag of holding, all repaired and happy. We've got this, right? And then Miniari opens the little mouth and repeats, "We've got this."
The parroting ability on them has gotten vastly improved. It's uncanny.
You should train them how to say, like, just, fuck you.
Well, I can say that.
Yeah, but, like,
And
that takes a lot of energy.
and Miniari opens, like, stops for a moment. There's a whirring sound, and then, in Varg's voice, repeats, "Fuck you."
I guess if something ever happens to anyone here, Miniari will record their final moments. It'll be, or more than their final moments. I mean, maybe we don't have to. It's, it's a little auditory memento.
I'd rather Miniari doesn't record the sound of my skull getting beat in.
Well, it.
I mean, maybe it sounds nice. I don't know. Maybe I want that at my funeral.
Are you sure skull beating in is the way you're going to die?
Usually, I mean, that's how I kill people.
I think that if
I think it'd be poetic, even.
I think if I died, I'd be like impaled. I think I'll bleed to death after having been
You're gonna,
impaled.
like, fall on a spike?
No, I'm not going to trip and fall on a spike like someone's going to come at me with like a lance, or I'm gonna fail to parry some blow in deadly combat against some other knightly figure.
I think dying is for fools, so I'm gonna live forever.
Well, okay, but like I'm just saying, if I had to think of like
Gonna put money.
the romantic death at the end of Anastasia's epic, right? She's impaled by something. I don't know, dragon's teeth.
I think
maybe.
you would die to, like, a volley of arrows.
Oh, that's
I could
cool.
read poems. Want me to read yours? See how you're gonna die?
You have a
Very
poem
similar
that
way.
predicts my death?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's mine?
I
I'm
absolutely.
very
Guys.
interested as well.
We're
No,
getting
we have
side-
time.
We do have time. This is our last sidetrack. Let's go. I want to know how I'm supposed to die.
Me too.
All right. Who's first?
Do Varg first.
Okay.
I
No.
hope you're ready to write this down, Sean.
You see, Eugene kind of takes your palm in his hand and he gently rubs his middle finger down, tracing some of those lines in your palm. Don't know what they're called. And you see at a certain point, he's kind of turned your hand around and then back to the palm. He says, Borg, you're not gonna die.
Oh,
It goes, and he shows him, like, you got a weird palm line all the way across your index.
uh-huh. I'm just...
That is certainly a hand.
But since
Right.
it goes there, you may not die. But I don't think you're gonna be staying on this material plane your whole life. That's all I'll say.
What does that mean? Varg, constructed queerly. Like, invincible, immortal Varg.
Well, I mean, I guess unless we run into someone with an anti-magic ring and we haven't been proved wrong,
uh,
should, like, prepare against that.
What are you an anti-magic ring? But then
Yeah.
you have to worry about the fabled anti-magic ring. They wear it on their other ring finger.
I mean, there is ways to deal with an anti-magic field.
I'm pretty sure my hammer still works in an anti-magic field.
But besides that, Varg, you're gonna have 17 kids,
Chase.
What?
Oh,
a
well,
total of 2 wives in your life, and a husband.
Sweet saints, Varg. 17 children.
Slow down, buddy.
17. Why that many?
I wonder
Do,
if
do I figure
do
out
his
what's
animals
about
count
it
as-
eventually, or
Yeah, no, hang
Like,
on.
do the wyverns count? Because he hatched them.
Do the wyverns count?
That unclear. That all depends on Varg. Ask him.
Oh my god, I just realized something. The wyverns have also been resting in here.
Alright.
Oh god, they
Yeah.
tearing it up every night.
So,
Well, the thing is, every time you summon it, it's fine again.
I need to know. How long will I live? And how many people will I marry? And how many children will I sire? And I'm dying to know.
All right.
Your kid's giving you this look.
I mean, is this really that different from when you talk to the fortune teller in Kiathanil?
No, it's
Oh.
not at all. It's stupid and ridiculous.
this time we don't have to pay for it?
This time we don't have to pay for it.
I'll go in order this time. All right.
Mm.
You'll have 2 children,
I don't know how that happened.
an equivalent of 7. Yes, 7 spouses.
Well, I didn't
Doesn't
even
say they're
marry
at
my
different
first fiance. And I haven't married here yet, so I've still got 7 marriages to go. I'm
And,
sorry, Eric. We don't even make it 10 years.
Damn.
No,
No,
it
he
doesn't
said they
say
can be
that you have
consecutive.
any separations.
Oh,
I married 7 different people.
Yes.
politically.
Hey.
And you will live an unexpectedly long life.
I made it to 28.
It is pretty unexpected in this field.
Yeah, I think, particularly in Anna's case, the fact that she is still alive after nearly dying in the battle probably counts to that, so that's
Nearly
probably
being
actually true.
eaten on multiple occasions
Mhm,
now.
But there's a word
your
that's
life will end unexpectedly by, it's hard to tell, either a sickness or poisoning of some sort.
If I die to poisoning, imagine, right?
I'll bring you
Everything
back.
comes to pass, and I die to poisoning. Leave me dead. Leave me dead. That's it.
If
It
you
would
die
be-
to poison, you don't want to come back.
I'd
That's
be
it. That's
too.
it.
I'd be too embarrassed. No, don't leave me dead.
Has she got enough levels in Paladin to be immune to disease?
yeah. No, hang on.
I do.
Yeah.
There you go.
How-
So it's
Not
definitely poison.
though.
I'm guessing you can't read scales, but
I've had my I've read what are they called? Tritons? A Triton or 2 before. This shouldn't be
like
too difficult. It's just the other side of the spectrum, I guess.
Yours. This just meanwhile, Sean's like, I didn't say that those existed in my world.
Why not?
They're just fish people.
Maybe he thinks he's still known. Who knows?
He's just lying anyway.
you know what? Fuck it.
No,
This
this is all canon.
Oh,
this is entirely nonsense. But sure. Entertain me.
All right. Okay.
Very, very,
You-
very clear. Very. All right. Oh, I'm listening.
you will have 4 children.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You will share, it seems. He kind of takes Anna's hands and like
What the fuck?
puts it closer, like right alongside yours. It looks like you're gonna share the spouses.
Okay,
But you-
hold on. You never answered the children question. How many children do I have?
He said,
I said 2.
2? Oh yeah, you did. You did. Yeah.
But Eric has 4.
What am I, a
Eric just
two-timing
gets
hussy?
to it more.
No,
I have
no.
17 apparently, so like,
The children part of this is not how much you will have or currently carry or anything like that. It is how many you will truly care for.
Uh-huh.
That's way
well, I could
more.
potentially have more kids.
More than 17.
More than
Mine, you animal. Oh, hey, what the
So
fuck?
I only like 17 of them.
I better not have more than 2 children. I cannot imagine myself being a callous mother.
Well,
Anyway, and Irk, you will live to a ripe old age, but eventually succumb to something bigger than you.
I'm bigger than you.
That's not a very
I'm
big
bigger-
list.
Yeah, that's a huge list. There are lots of things bigger than you. It's not very
Well,
specific.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. And here I was expecting you to
think it
suddenly
comes
get this
to-
very serious look on your face and say you'll die in 5 years.
Well,
Well,
I
like,
hope you don't have
you
4
die
kids
now.
in 5 years.
You
And,
die now. Inside my other hand is a dagger.
Poison laced. Anyway,
My mission is complete.
Die, lizard.
well,
I was never Eugene in the first place. I was the Wraith.
Oh,
Oh no.
God. I was the real Wraith. Giuseppe just stole my name.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, but,
So, who's doing what?
Sean's the
Uh.
only one who questioned the wording I used in Hannah having children.
Yeah.
It's the energy.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
It'd be like, well, I guess Warg's gonna go to the temple.
The thing is, well, Varg, best get on those kids.
You need 17
Might as well start.
at
Yeah.
least.
All right, Varg. I know you've never been with. I know you've never been with anybody, but you gotta start working on this right now.
Kip, inform them in.
Oh, dear.
Well, apparently I have forever, so.
Yeah, that's true, actually. He's got a while.
Oh. Man, he has all of time. And he only loves 17 kids.
That I care about.
Who knows how many. Right. Varg, you're going to the temple. Where's everyone else going? What are you doing?
Irk is going to, Irk's gonna start like. She's going to head towards the giant stronghold.
Okay.
Leaving Minari in the bag, and Miniari is going to be kind of just perched on her head.
Anna, Eugene?
all right, there's a map. Let me see. Oh, it's all black.
If you want any more information, Ollie is there.
All the information is where?
Olia. She's with you. If there's anything else you want to know about the town, she can tell you pretty much anything.
Okay, we're sneaking around here.
Gathering information, I think, is the plan.
Okay. So I guess Eugene will cast invisibility on himself, right? Right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, good idea.
Are we doing the big snakes?
I mean, you're welcome to. We as a group are not, so I would not start shit or get yourself into incredible danger that we may not be able to get you out of very easily. But we are like
Right.
snooping.
I think. Okay, so I assume Anastasia and Eric are going together.
No, not necessarily. I think I might go carouse the tavern or something.
That. You know what? Eugene would try to go to like. I imagine a pretty bare city or town with like the giants kind of taking over.
You've well, I say that only Varg has actually seen the town. The rest of you were in a bag inside him. Some of the things you can say while playing D&D. So you've not actually seen the town. You've only seen it from a distance, and all you could see was the wall with the torches along it. But Varg gives you, and Olia give you a kind of overview of it, and it's certainly not busy. People don't spend a lot of time out on the street, but the pub is relatively busy. There are always at least 2 giants somewhere, or sometimes up to 5, patrolling the town. The guards wander in small groups. Civilians kind of wander back and forth, but mostly stay at home, at work, or in the tavern. Don't really linger out on the street very much.
Okay. So Eugene would just be his Goliath and walk around as try to. He'd probably go. He'd probably want to go to the pub or the tavern as well, just because that's where his people are.
Yep. So the half point is the tavern. The stone hearth is more of an inn. Olia tells you there is a bar there, but it's mostly just an inn, so it doesn't really see a lot of business these days. The half point has no rooms, but it is just a tavern.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, Eugene would probably go to the wherever more drinks are being served. I forget what the name called them.
Half pint.
Again for me.
The half pint.
Hearth plant.
The
Half pint.
My man's accent ain't that thick. Damn.
No, it's just I just have a hard time hearing sometimes. The half pint. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you'd go to the half pint and probably see if they have somebody playing, and if they do, he would promptly replace them with a better performance.
Okay. And Annie, you want to go to the pub as well? Is that the same one, or?
Actually, I think
Mhm.
I'm going to go and talk to the guy that this girl wants to put in charge. Like, I'll ask her, like, hey, can you take me to this guy and can we talk for a minute? Just a couple of minutes before we stir the pot.
We can do that, but we will need to be careful. It is best he is not seen conspiring with outsiders. He is already regarded with enough suspicion. If we go soon, he may not be at work yet, so we can probably catch him at his home just outside the line.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that and not get him in trouble.
Okay. Right, that is absolutely fine. So Varg, we'll begin with you. Are you? How are you gonna get there? Just gonna walk straight to the temple?
Yep. Non-conspicuously. You know, I look like I'm a mountain man.
Okay. As you head out, it's not too far. Kind of told it'll only take 5 minutes or so to get there. As you step outside, turn the corner, you do hear the heavy, pounding footfalls of one of the giants coming down the road towards roughly where you're going.
Now, if it was a human guard, I wouldn't worry about it, but since it's the giant guards, Varg's a pretty noticeable person to probably a giant. What creatures would be around this area? Like, you know, things that would be, you know, running in the streets. Like, are there like house cats or stuff like that?
Yeah, there would probably be a couple of pets, maybe the odd rat or two. They'll survive in just about any situation.
As far as gonna, I guess, wild shape into a rat, 'cause I'm gonna conserve my spell slots, and then make his way to the temple in that form.
Okay. So with that, before the giant notices you, just zip into a rat and are able to get to the temple without any real issue. As you get to the temple, it's very much built for practicality. It's not made of polished marble or anything like that. It's just simple stone carved, more utilitarian than showy. And to say there's iconography and statues relating to both Gunir and Maldona. As you head inside, there's a few people milling about. Seems a service is just ending. And you see two priests inside. One woman dressed head to toe, oddly enough, in armor. Very finely crafted of steel with copper edging. And another older man, dwarf, long plaited beard, and they're just talking to each other, seeming to be discussing how the service went, as it were. You scamper through the legs of one of the people exiting the temple, who just goes, ugh, hurries off. And the only people left inside are the two priests.
Okay, are either one of them wearing like symbols of their respective god, or?
The armor the armor the woman's wearing has a quite prominent symbol of Maldona, and you'd get a good enough look that you could see like a holy symbol hanging near his neck and near.
And no one else is in here, so Varg's not gonna worry about scaring some old lady to death. So I guess Varg's not gonna like just appear right beside them, but you know, like for like, you know, 10 feet off, just continue walking, like poof out a rat form, continue walking in human form.
They both turn towards you as you appear, both clearly quite taken aback. But they're both relatively old. As the woman turns towards you, you see the lines of age crossing her face. Seems human, maybe has a little bit of dwarf or in her. She seems quite stocky. That is quite an entrance. The dwarf just kind of chuckles. You're not from around here.
I'm not, so you know, I have to keep myself out of sight. I'm sure you understand. But
Of course. And the dwarf kind of steps around you. We'll shut the doors.
thank you. And I will mention Varg does have his hammer on, if it matters. Like
Say again?
Yeah, Varg is like he has his armor on and he has the hammer on his back. just in case it matters. Like he's not just out in clothes.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. As he closes the door, turns round, he just stops. Goodness beard, lad. I know that hammer. Where the hell did you find that?
That's a long. Well, actually, it isn't a long story. It was the guy that had it.
And now you've got it.
No, I've got it.
Kicked his shit 6 ways to Sunday.
Point is, I've been a follower of Gunir for a while. Well, always have been. It's a big part of my culture back home. But recently, coming across this hammer, I feel more emboldened to that side of things. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Having an artifact traded by a god is bound to bring you closer to them.
So, with that being said, I've been researching myself, but I figure the best place to find any information I might want would be a temple of Gunir and Madonna. Does Varg know the name of the champion and the set of armor? Because I don't think it's ever just been said.
He probably does, yes. It would have been Amion Duskax.
How do you spell that? Come seeking really any information he might be able to give me on Amion Duskax and suit of armor he wore before he passed.
Well, it must be said you'd be better off going to one of the larger temples. Ondaru, Dorvanul, one of those would have a lot more information about this sort of thing. I know the name, certainly. A few records of old champions. I know he did a lot for spreading the name and word of Gunir. I believe he was based in Ondaru, or perhaps a nearby temple. I'm not sure I can tell you a huge deal about him. I don't know anything about any particular armor beyond it being an artifact. Most champions had at least one artifact, be it armor or weapon. I believe he had both. I would have to spend a little bit of time reading. It's not something that comes up in my services very often, so I'd have to refresh my memory.
I see. There was something else I had that I wanted Varg to ask, but for some reason I've completely forgotten it. So...
We'll come back to that, shall we?
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Okay. Eric.
Alright.
You head off in a different direction to Var. Heading up towards the Frost Giant's stronghold.
Yep.
You see one of the giants passing over towards Varg. You see him just disappear. The way that you're going is clear of giants, but are you trying to be stealthy?
She absolutely is.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Alright, a sec. Normally have to make this a disadvantage in half plate, but thank you, Mithril. I'm gonna add +5 to that.
13.
13. Not the best.
As you head out, you kind of catch a glimpse of a few fairly thuggish-looking individuals, all with crossbows slung over their back. And you quickly duck down between two houses. And they pass by, chatting about unimportant things. You step out, carry on. And as you round one of the corners near just outside the giant stronghold, a voice calls out to you. And a single guard comes from the south. Hey! Who are you?
Oh shit. Hang on just a sec. I realized I forgot to put away the fucking ketchup.
Chub.
Not the ketchup.
Holy shit, man. Why are my eyes so goddamn heavy? It is 7:35, bro.
Have you tried draining them?
Draining them? Draining
God.
my eyes? No, I have not. Hey, can you draw the curtain?
Yeah, I'll draw the curtain real quick.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, let me pull out my paint tool.
Okay. So, he's actively looking at me. He's actively noticed me.
He is, coming to us. He's probably 60 feet or so away, but he's clearly noticed you and is sort of coming towards you, pointing.
How tough you look?
Tougher than the average bandit. Similar to some of the thugs you've fought in the past. He's got a heavy crossbow slung over his back, so he's clearly no slouch, but he is on his own. It is, however, the middle of the morning. There's not really any people around, but you are in front of some houses that could well hold people, and you are no less than a couple of 100 feet away from the giant stronghold.
I cast invisibility.
He sort of breaks out into a run, like, what the? Oh, fucking hell. I need to lay off the drink. Fucking seeing lizards. He just sort of holds out a hand as if he's testing to see if it's shaking, and fucking turns to head back onto his patrol.
Irk is like covering her mouth, not like trying not to laugh, and then just takes a breath, and she's gonna continue heading towards the giant stronghold.
As you get closer, you see just how much taller this building is than the surrounding. Not actually that tall. It seems to be one level, but it is huge. These towering stone doors, almost 25, 30 feet high. Two of them sat about 10 feet apart at the top of these wide, tall stone steps that you effectively have to climb up if you wanted to. You see a few windows here and there, more just gaps in the stone. You see a little bit of movement inside. There are two humans stood outside with their hands resting on swords at their waist, kind of just looking this way and that, guarding the door.
Okay. Are there any other entrances that I can see besides this main door?
You take your time to do a quick circuit of the building. The only other entrances you could say would be windows. There are several windows along each wall. There's no back door. There's just these two front doors, which you get the impression lead into one big open room. They're closed at the moment, but you kind of, from what little you can see through the windows, which are from where you are probably 15 to 20 feet up.
Alright. Well then Irk will how long does this range have? Find familiar. Alright. Irk is going to have Miniari fly up and land on the windowsill, and then she is going to use she's going to look through its eyes.
Inside, there is just this huge open room with a total of 6 creatures inside. Perched on a massive throne is what looks like 35 feet tall, pale blue skinned humanoid with half plate armor, big, huge axe resting against one arm, the shield slung over the other. Large iron chains lead from the back of the throne to 2 huge beasts, the likes of which you've not seen. 6-legged, bluish lizards, both curled up asleep like dogs at the moment. And 3 more giants are inside, just stood around, talking, it seems.
So this town has been taken over by a storm giant.
Oh.
No, it's Frost Giant. It's just a big bastard.
Oh, okay. It's a frost giant then.
Oh, okay. That's much better.
Did you... Ty?
Are you fucking for real right now, Ty? Listen here, Tyler.
I drew the curtains. I did this all in Microsoft Paint.
Oh, I
Never
can-
would have guessed.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. I didn't.
thought this was paint on canvas. It's uncanny
Yeah.
how well you captured the outside of my house.
Really, I thought it was a photograph.
I'll put this one up on the fridge.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but still, that's wow, that's a lot more than I was expecting.
Yeah, I got a sun in there, the house, some grass.
Okay, I don't have to be, like... Even if that axe isn't magic already, he's really fucking big.
Magic items.
And that's the kind of creature I see.
2 of them.
Wait, I think I know what that is. They're like,
I want that.
yeah, can I roll something to identify what that creature is?
Give me a nature check.
Happily.
19.
It's a frost salamander. Huge creatures. Almost, well, some say born of Indea's influence herself, but certainly terrifying creatures to fight.
Okay.
One thing to note, they have been said to have a breath weapon akin to dragons.
You're like looking at all of this, like her jaw drops for a second, and then she like shakes her head, and just like okay, just like says to herself,
Well, okay. Now how to solve this problem. The salamanders.
Yes.
Do they look like they're well treated, or do they have a lot of scars on them?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, bam. Son of a bitch. I'm
It's-
+5 to that.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to tell from this distance, but they look well fed. There's a few scars, but not more than you would expect from this kind of creature that you get the impression is old. These things have been around for a while. They have a lot of scars from just various fights. Nothing that you would say tells you they've been mistreated. They're chained up. They have huge metal collars and chains leading towards the back of the throne, but they seem peaceful at the moment, just kind of curled up quite casually at the moment.
Guys, I don't think we can duel this guy.
I think we can.
He's 35 feet tall, has a giant fucking axe, and he's almost certainly gonna sick both of his salamanders on you.
I am over 6 feet tall, have a hammer, and can turn into a bear.
Turning into a bear is not a solution to every problem.
What
Not
problem
every
does number?
not every problem can be fixed by bears, Varg.
What problem can't be fixed by bears?
Too many bears.
No such thing.
There is such a thing as too many bears.
Y'all remember the
For
bar
example,
fight?
yeah, I was gonna say, for example, the bar fight.
There are plenty
I
of
solved that
clubs
problem
and
pretty
bars
good.
you can enter where the problem is too many bears. But I digress.
We're talking about the animal bear here.
Yeah, if there's too many. I don't know. Some otters and twinks to balance out the ecosystem.
Nature is healing.
But
Y'all ever just?
all right. So,
Yo, what if this guy has eggs of these things?
I know you will look.
And I will.
Oh, God.
What? Sean is going to think about, like, you know,
To stop putting creatures ever.
You now only fight undead.
Hey,
until
look, I will.
Wait, no.
until Sean like
There's a paladin here.
until he finds an undead dog, and I hear Varg just go, puppy. Okay, so
It's a dog.
No.
how tall? So this building, I mean, it's massive, already.
Yeah, the ceiling of this room inside is the 40 feet high.
It's sitting under a cliff. There's a lot of snow on that cliff, isn't there?
Yeah, at this point, a fair amount of it.
We'll tuck that little idea away because it could cause a lot of collateral damage.
Frost giants.
I mean, a frost giant is a frost giant, sure, but an avalanche would probably still kill at least some of them. I didn't think it would take out the big guy, just weaken him. Then again, a bad enough avalanche could also bury half this town.
I'm not here to advise you. So.
I'm just thinking of ideas.
Borg does have Earthquake, if you want to do something with that.
You can make an earthquake happen?
I think I have Earthquake. Let me
You think?
Isn't that a
I'm pretty sure I have
Earthquake is not a 9th level spell. I
No,
think it's
no,
an
no.
8th.
Okay, it is an Earth. I have Bones of the Earth. No, I don't.
Yeah, Earthquake
do
is
I
an
have
8th level
with
spell.
I have something. Don't worry about it. Figure it out.
You could cast Earth Tremor.
Oh, I can use Earth Tremor. Yeah, you're right. Oh no, I have Erupting Earth. That's what I have.
Okay. Anything else, York?
How well constructed does this building look?
You've spent a bit of time around it. It's solid. The walls are very thick stone. You get the impression it's, well, not sort of the level of dwarf craftsmanship. It was clearly either built by the giants or under their direction, and it is very, very solid. It's not particularly pretty, but it is solidly built.
How about the ceiling?
The ceiling is solid stone. Looks, say, solid.
That's-
Difficult to say.
That's great to hear. Solid stone. Okay. Yerk's happy. She's going to head back and find Olya, because now we need to go talk to the miners.